Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another week of wonderful Boston Blue Bean online tournaments. We are going to be rounding out our 3-day little weekly event here with some undernight. My name is Lid, and I am joined here by Tabby. How are you doing, Tabby?
I'm doing good. You know, just relaxing week coming back after the long weekend at Combo Breaker, and just excited to watch some more super sick undernight gameplay.
Yeah, tonight's bracket is, we are in the off season, right? So normally we don't expect, it's just fair to expect maybe just a little bit less hype. We're not in our burst limit event. There's no big beach episode prize, but we've got a pretty huge bracket tonight. We've got a 32 person bracket,
God dang.
which is like one of the biggest online unis I've seen in quite a while. So I'm very excited for tonight. We've got a great variety of names and skill levels. We've got some, names we've got Squish, Smiles, StarXUnderscore, and also some names we haven't seen in a while, like Azure Undernight pulling up for the one time. Get to see some nice Seth gameplay. Got Rakestraw showing up. Vincent also have not seen as much recently. I don't know if he's going to be rocking the Ogre or the Carmine, but he's a very strong player, so I assume we are going to see him on stream at some point. So all in all, bracket is looking pretty exciting for tonight.
Yeah, no, it's super exciting to see, as well as some of the other people that are like hidden down in the weeds that are to look out for. Mr. B, who just had his ninth place showing at Combo Breaker this past weekend. We've also got Deerskin from the 209 area, who's another very, very strong Merkava, and also one of the few Merkavas that I really think pushes doing mid-route worm set with the 2-2C extensions. So it'll be very, very cool to see them potentially hop on. But yeah, we've got a lot of great matches that are going to be coming up. But I believe our first set of matches that we are going to be having on deck is actually going to be Rakestraw versus Brandanh.
Yeah, Rakestraw is a pretty known Hyde player, also known Mizumi wiki editor, and has done a lot of community work. Bit of an unsung hero for us, for sure.
Oh, he's not unsung for me. Shout outs to Rakestraw. He's my local, so I play him at least. He lives an hour or so south from the Portland area, but he's in an area with basically no undernight players, so he'll travel an hour and a half just to go play this game offline. So very dedicated to the grind, dedicated to the craft, and yeah, like you were saying, is someone who put a lot of time into really refining that wiki and making sure that there's a lot of good resources out there for Hyde. So if you're interested in learning that character, definitely one of those people that is very, very knowledgeable on the character.
Yeah, and then on the other side we've got Brandanh, which is a name I've seen on ranked before. Okay, Seth player. Okay, I wasn't sure, couldn't remember which character it was, but definitely a name I've ran into here and there.
Yeah, Brandanh is. He's another West Coast guy, as far as I remember.
Okay.
Mostly, I think I remember they would be entering the TNS brackets for net play when those were weekly. I believe their schedule can be sometimes a little hit or miss, but definitely someone who understands Seth very, very well. So should be a good first match to get us kicked off with here.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit scary just from the we've got the guy that does a lot of damage and the guy that doesn't have a lot of health. So that's definitely it's a good sign about how you would expect the matchup to go.
Yeah, but you can already see that Rakestraw was trying to play it very, very carefully right here because they knew they had to be patient and wait for a situation like this. Right, as soon as Brandanh got a little bit aggressive, a little bit greedy, Rakestraw punished appropriately, found a good early grid break as well. Now trying to open him up once more.
Yeah, trying to... Ooh, what a mashup from Brandanh, though. That's going to give him the cycle and also some nice corner positioning, evening up the life lead as well. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, got hit with just the meaty force function set right there. Little unfortunate right there, so Brandanh going to be able to loop this pressure up again and again. We got C Orb set as well, but we VO. We're not getting unblockable here today.
Oh, tried to backdash out, but... Oh, okay. Tragic combo drop. Oh...
That hit right there. Oh my goodness.
God. We're swinging.
Yeah, Yeah, we gotta see it. Oh my goodness, the second Rekka hitting, which was just used to clear out the orb right there, but Rakestar not prepared for find that final hit. Still looking for one more, but Brandon getting some great 2A presses and another great 2C, and caught at the end of the Air Force function instead of the very end to take that round.
They're just barely managing to get that damage in, getting himself the first round. Rakestar is on the offensive here.
Yeah, I think like Rakestar realized that they were playing a little too passively, and Brandon just kind of wanting to go for scrambles as much as possible, at least when they're not feeling super comfortable. So Rakestar going to try to punish them for that accordingly for situations like this. Pop out the reversal set right here, now be able to get a little bit more pressure. Good blocks though, and we take out the gold throw.
Yeah, like the orb set, you kind of have to really understand how the Seth wants to move in order to kind of get your hit in. And the Rakestar is kind of taking his time, but getting a little too aggressive. Gets caught, but oh, I love the air backdash to escape the 3C.
Oh, found the 3C 2A, but Rakestar still having to wait for some of these deeper frame traps, not able to find the extension that they're looking for, but we will find that green shield. And once again, should have enough to be able to cash out for a lot of damage right here.
Oh, rising JA into A dive? I don't usually see that one, but I like the option. The no combo gives Rakestar the second round.
Yeah, it's a good thing to press when I think you're feeling like a little confident, like, okay, this Rising JA is going to work. They're not prepared for it, which Rakestar definitely wasn't at that time. So maybe Brandon's going to try to use that to get into their head a little bit more after we've tied it up.
Nice dash out, recognition on Seth jumping in the air. Nice second confirm on the J60 as well.
Oh, guard throw still connecting.
I like the guard throw. Oh, what a whiff punish on the 3C attempts. Sets up Brandon cycle, meter advantage. No meter for Rakestar. Rekka out. Oh my gosh, he's using these Rekkas a lot, but he's not really getting punished for them. And it's kind of up to Brandon to...
Oh my goodness. Well, you were saying Rakestar wasn't getting punished, but now Brandon was getting punished. And getting punished once again. Guard throw. Been very, very active with those guard throws, I feel like, in a lot of these sets, and unfortunately, not going to work out as the Raging Storm connects at the very end for Rakestar to take game number 1.
Yeah, I think that was the third guard thrust we saw in just that first game. So definitely an option that was being represented quite a bit, and it was a good eye on Rakestar to catch on there.
Yeah, like it's a very aggressive option. I feel like when the Hyde player's not trying to do like meaty IC2FF or like the 2-2C sets right there, because it just is gonna it's pretty easily baitable for Hyde, as his like ability to rebeat and stagger into some safer situations is pretty solid. So curious to see if Brandon will adjust and maybe use that tool a little bit less now that they know that Rakestar's prepared for it.
Okay, we're back. Oh my gosh, the left-right. Punish the landing, though. Either way, gonna get that hit.
Yeah, checking that pogo, seeing that Brandon was being pretty aggressive on some of those Avare situations right there. And now getting the big reward of it. It does reset to the mid-screen, though.
Horrible CS. Still not quite high enough to reach. Again, Brandon dodging yet another anti-air attempt and getting a hit.
Yeah, 3C, it is a skyscraper anti-air, but it doesn't reach all the way to the top, but that DP will as soon as Brandon tries to come down with that dive.
Oh, again. And Brandon's movement. Rakestar struggling to keep up. What's happening?
A full B dive is what's connecting right here. Nice use of C orb right there to just delay the timing enough not to get blown up by the force function right here.
Did you see the charged SF orb just hold the fort down? That was crazy.
That was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, they're finally challenging. Yeah.
Oh, the Rekka. Okay, drops. That FF orb is something I thought I would be seeing a lot more after the buff. I feel like I don't see it that much, but I don't know. Maybe there's some exploring to have there.
Well, we saw Brandon using it a little bit earlier, right? But I think it's one of those things as well as like Seth players. It's not a tool that really I think makes or breaks Seth's current game plan in the version of the game. So not as much experimentation will come for it, but Rakestar not wanting to deal with it at all, just getting these run-up DPs. Dive CS gonna connect though, has the orb as well to keep it a little bit more stable here. And Brandon finally be able to run some OP.
And Brandon a bit down on the health, but definitely don't count him out of the round just yet. The bait on the DP, can he get the punish? He does! Okay, keeping the combo a bit simple for the starter. Okay, ended up. Oh, what a draw!
No, that was
Yeah. Yeah, Rickshaw hadn't used Wake Up Rekka at all in that entire, like, past, like, round and a half right there, so I think Brandon was kind of feeling like I think that option might not be as useful at this point. 2FF gotta come out, be able to keep them safe from the orb, allow them to feel their own pressure. And I really like this from Rickshaw. They're just really trying to play that screen space and be very patient. Unfortunately, wasn't able to find that hit. Got hit with the orb and gave Brandon Celestial now.
Went through the A-blink parry. Oh my gosh, the Rekka. Can you get the confirm? No, unfortunate.
Oh, and the whiff green shield and the backdash gonna give Brandon the cycle.
What?
Oh, backdash.
Okay. Brandon getting to that 2C to be able to recognize the backdash coming up from Rickshaw right there.
Micro dash 2A, cycle. Guard thrust again. Brandon gets out.
Yeah, but
EX
first
orb.
time it's really come out right here.
arm?
Now we're getting a zoner Seth right here, setting out all the orbs left and right, but finally used that speed, ran up close, but not able to finish a plate.
I'm gonna have to guess. Chain shift to help you out. Oh, I don't know if that's the orb he wanted. Should be able to live this hit, but it's gonna be a guess situation here on the mix-up.
Yeah, does have a CS on a wake up, but didn't have it for the post throat situation. It's gonna be Rakestraw taking it 2-0.
Very nicely. I like what I saw from Brandon there. You know, showing a lot of movement to get around Rakestraw's attempts of anti-airing, and then you could kind of see towards the end there, Rakestraw kind of slowed it down and was like, okay, I'm dying for these anti-airs way too much. I'm gonna stop just like going for him every time, and then
Yeah,
I think that kind of ended up being what game 2 boiled down to.
yeah, I really think it was a very like you were saying, like very core to just take the game at your pace, because we saw in the beginning that Brandon was just kind of like they just revealed their whole hand of cards, right? They were like, hey, I'm bringing every single option to the table. What are you going to do about it? And Racetraw wasn't really like 100% at first. I think they found a couple good situations to get some big confirms, and with high damage being able to like take some rounds, especially with that lower health, like you were mentioning at the beginning of that set right there.
And that will be him. Moving on to play. Ooh, we're gonna be playing against Squish next. That is not, the ideal opponent you want to run into. But as for the stream, we are going to be seeing. We've got shinoling on the Batista already in the lobby, and then we're gonna have Malarky join us on the other side.
Let's go. Shino also had a pretty solid result at Combo Breaker, if I remember correctly. I believe, yeah, ended up at 65th, losing to, I think it lost to Junebug in winner's side, and it actually ended up losing to Atari, who's on the other end of this bracket, so they may get a Combo Breaker run back potentially in this net play tournament, but excellent stuff there. Malarky, I haven't seen Malarky play in a tournament in a while, I feel like, since because I don't think they were at Combo Breaker. Yeah, they DQ'd from Combo Breaker. I think the last time they were at was at Max Mode, where they got 4th.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're gonna be seeing just the Nanase as usual. I believe that's who they were playing at Max Mode as well.
Do they have another character? I feel like I've only seen the Malarky Nanase.
I don't know, but I'm kind of used to like non-SA players like thinking their character isn't good for some reason, and then like picking up a sub. So,
well, speaking of that name,
we'll see what we get. Look at the name.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Like, pack it up. Like, what are we doing?
Well, what we're doing is we're getting ready because the players are as well as we jump into our next game. Yeah, why do not say players think their character's bad? It's crazy. So we got Malarky on the left and shinoling on the right for this match.
Yeah, Malarky on the Nanase, I think it's kind of like Nanase has a lot of tools, and they're all pretty, like, they're not all like maybe they're not like the best option in the game, but they're all really good. And like her damage is like maybe slightly below average, but she still does good damage. I think she's kind of just like, they kind of feel it as like they're not the best versions of the tools, so maybe they're just not good.
Yeah,
but
well,
I would disagree.
They aren't like the best version of the tools, but you have stuff like that. You have the 66C and 66B. Like, sure, it's fuzzyable, but we saw like 2 hits happen here, and you're already dead at this point. Being able to catch up the ice speed to close around as we were talking. Now, to say is a character like for those of you at home maybe aren't as familiar. Like, not only does she have like kind of the stronger Shoto tools that generally can stay pretty safe after a lot of her options, especially in UNI2. Like the fact that she can provide some real mix-up, not only with 66C, 66B, but also like doing force function flight mix. Like, she has a lot of different ways to get in on the opponent. While they may not be best in class, they're still all very, very good. And right now, just playing patient against the zoning game versus Sheena, who really just wants to set up their own fort.
And she's got good. Oh, that was the wrong anti-projectile option. Maybe an EX sword car would have caught the landing. I'm not sure, but I like the attempt there.
Oh, unfortunate delay tech. Right, they're going to be able to show that they eat a bunch more damage now. Set up the fireball of their own to come in close, but still getting hit with an air ball.
Okay, going back to neutral. Yeah, that EX fireball. Look at that. Even that ground fireball providing a lot of neutral presence, stopping the approach. The great chain shift flash kick from Shino. Oh, you're not going anywhere. Oh, the combo though.
Trying to hit him with the ankle gator, unfortunately, didn't work out just too much. So now Malarky able to get some of that not only safe pressure going. Unfortunately, dive not going to work out at the very end. It's going to be Shino taking a turn back.
Ooh, I think maybe got hit trying to just change shift there.
Yeah, or like potentially like dash block startup or something. Just like I was trying to get out of that situation, but unfortunately got tagged out for it right here. Gonna tag Shino in the head though, with that overhead right there. Not able to continue the combo, so instead to get another one right here.
Ooh, the mid routing disc. Okay. Safe meaty, baiting out that flash kick, and the overhead lands again.
More 2.6.
Oh, the fake disc. That was kind of nasty.
And you saw Shino
like
jump right there at the very end. Pretty sure that was a flash kick attempt, so they were ready to mash it out afterwards. Great guard thrust, keep yourself safe. Not going to get your green shield blown up just yet, but now Shino in a very comfortable spot to just zone out once again, but still needs to make something big happen because there's a big life differential right now.
Oh, missed the DP input. Oh no, that's tragic. Shino gonna take that. See if they can run with it. Oh! Oh, right onto the fireball. Tried the air stall for long enough, but it wasn't quite it. Gonna give Malarky first game.
Yeah. Good stuff from Malarky. I really like that from Malarky. Malarky had this really great willingness to just like sit there and deal with the VAT pressure as it was coming, right? Like you saw a lot, especially in that game 1, like second round, where Shino just went to the other side of the screen, set 32 gems up, of just constantly throwing lasers and balls. Malarky's just willingness to just be very patient and roll through, try to get as much grit as he possibly could at that given situation. Ended up working out very, very well for him.
Yeah, I do like the zoning patterns that Shino's going for. They're really good at locking down, but it's just not quite as grid aware as you would want to see it. You know, if you're use that mental stack to go for some concentrates or just don't use a projectile at all or something like that, because Malarky is doing a great job at just playing for the grid, as you were saying.
Yeah, just like here once again, not even trying to shield, not even trying to risk anything, knowing that they had the cycle and can guarantee a lock-in once more to save it for another situation. As soon as Shino left the gap, able to put him into another one-touch situation.
Okay, Shino is going to be able to get a knockdown here when we have Vorpal. Could be the start of something. Oh, but misses the gem set. Oh, no.
Yeah, unfortunate 2FF, and we'll just connect with the dive one last time. Shino was looking for that flash, I think, to panic out of that situation, but wasn't ready for the immediate sword to follow up.
Yeah, Malarky not trying to really take any risks here. We see the dash blocking, we see the 3Ds, and just look at the grid. I mean, the story tells itself. Oh!
Yeah, that would be an easy one to figure out on Griddle, who the winner is there.
Oh my gosh, the fireball. That is one benefit of the non-safe fireball, is that it's really low to the ground, so Like as you saw there, it just goes right under the Batista ball.
Oh, unfortunate that the Oki right there. Malarky messing it up right at the very end. But yeah, now having to hold Disco once more time. Comes in through good blocks, but we say ourselves safe. The drill? Big 2B.
Shino with another setup. It is a mid screen though, so it's not going to be ideal. Yeah, I like the delay tech. Yeah, I think this is just a great example of Nanase matchup knowledge, or excuse me, Batista matchup knowledge from Malarky. But Shino's trying to even it up right here. See if we can make it happen.
Yeah, one more disco set going to put you in a very scary situation as they try to stay in the air, but we just backdash out. We stay patient, knowing that's not real. And dash walk where we can, but we still get sniped out of the skies. Shino tying it up.
Yeah, Malarky, we were saying he's doing a great job approaching safely, but you know, sometimes you still mess up a dash block here and there.
Happens the best with is the reason that tutorial is so infamous right here. And Shino used that infamous flash kick to just get out of that scary situation. Roll gonna be able to keep himself safe. And locking Shino into the corner once more. 2C extension off the overhead.
Combo dropped. Oh, the quick dive overhead. Shino not ready for it. Still alive though. Can take a throw. Uh-oh. What's the plan? Okay. And C-Ball's gone.
DP gonna work after this? Yes, this time, but Shino does find the throw. Oh, I don't know if that laser was intentional. But Malarky gonna use that to their advantage. Take it.
That sword follow-up overhead doing a lot of work. For those of you who don't know, all of Nanase's sword follow-ups on the sword car are either mid or overhead. So yeah, you can try to go for the flash kick there, but also standing up after blocking a sword car is a pretty safe option. But I understand the desire to flash kick as a Batista player.
It's so fun. Okay. But coming up next, it looks like we are going to be having Atari, who already is in our lobby right here, and they're going to be playing against Saint.
So these are two names I don't actually know. I haven't seen Atari, but I'm looking at Azuki right now, so that definitely gets me excited. I'm curious to see what kind of gameplay we're going to see.
So Atari, unfortunately, was in one of my commentary blocks this weekend. I don't remember which one at Combo Breaker. So I was able to see them play. And they're a very aggressive Azuki player, right? Not that more traditional style that I feel like you see people trying to play a little bit more of that mid-screen footsies game. They're very willing to just like get up close and personal and try to like steal turns with item toss set and gaining a lot of advantage off of that. They're very, very entertaining to watch and should be good to see. Saint, on the other hand, not sure. It's a name I feel like I've seen in some of these uni brackets before, but I don't know if they've made it super deep.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they can bring to the table. You know, it is nice to see some names we don't normally see, right? Shows that, you know, got some new people coming in, always exciting for sure. Or we're just unfamiliar and we don't know, and we apologize for that.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of uni people. Like we were talking at Combo Breaker. I was talking to some of the more like seasoned regulars who are going to a lot of these offline events, and there was like 400 people in that bracket, and I feel like I only knew who 100 of them were, which is like it's weird coming from uni, because uni's always felt like a very like, I don't know, close-knit community where kind of everybody knows everybody. But it's great for the game. It's great to be like, man, there's so many people who I don't know and are playing the game and having a good time. So definitely cool to see that also extend out onto the online space.
Yeah, we'll see if you know, we would, you know, like for them to show up to the match. I don't know if this is the round one. They haven't. Seems like they haven't quite shown up yet, so it could maybe be seeing it could be a DQ angle, but we'll have to see.
They
how it turns out.
judging from their StarXUnderscore profile, they're California, so they might still be stuck in traffic getting home from work. It's only like 5 o'clock over here. But oh, looks like they're in.
Here we go, in and readied up, ready to game. Again, we've got Saint on the left side on the Hyde and Atari on the right side on the Azuki.
Yeah, so this is I haven't actually like, despite it being a matchup that I've seen a lot, it's kind of interesting because it feels like on paper that it should be probably a little bit Hyde favored, just because if you're able to stay up close, it can be pretty advantageous for the Hyde to stay locked in. But especially with how Atari wants to play, with how aggressive they like to be sort of in this spacing, it might be more beneficial for them.
I like the red skeleton, the red bones on this color. It's kind of sick.
I don't think I'd seen anything like that before. Just looking like Kool-Aid over here, saying, "Oh yeah," as we cross them up left and right.
Also, I'm noticing the 2 mil rip on the top of the screen. That's definitely nothing to slouch at as well.
Yeah. So they're a real grinder, and well, obviously, net play results, net play ranked results aren't the end all be all. It definitely shows that Atari definitely knows what this character wants to be doing, but unfortunately didn't know that a throw was not coming right there. But he's gonna stay alive, so maybe you can see a comeback right here. And I'm a liar. I'm sorry.
Nice usage of that Pellbringer, recognizing that the regular DP might not work, so just spending that 100 bar to secure it. Let the whole Rekka rip, just like that.
Yeah, just like that, bringing him all the way to the corner, and once again, unfortunately, throw not going to work out like how Atari wants to, but it will work out in Saint's end.
Oh yeah, it was kind of a weird whiff situation, but not out of it just yet. Atari does have some bar, could see some, VO or guard thrust, but we're not going to see that. Tries to go for the 2C, ends up paying the price of perfect to put Saint on the board.
Yeah. Excellent stuff from Saint. I think just making a couple of really, really good reads. Like we saw those big punishes onto Atari when they were getting pretty aggressive with some of those throw tech situations that Saint just wasn't biting on right there. 6xB gonna connect out for Atari here. Be a little off Saint down to the corner, keep the pressure up once more, and catches him with the big overhead.
I'm gonna end in that poison ender. This poison plus poison bottle. Poison bottle is minimum like 800 damage over time, by the way. It's kind of absurd.
It's kind of
gonna add some damage to this combo, and it's gonna be enough to kill Atari, taking this first round with a perfect swinging back.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta catch the feel for how your opponent wants to be, and Saint was definitely keeping up a lot of that standard Hyde pressure from the get-go, but I think Atari definitely feeling a little bit more comfortable, understanding as long as they're in the driver's seat, they're gonna be having a good time. Bomb set right now as well, keeping up the pressure, forces the CS to come out, forces Saint to actually full hop out of the corner, not gonna blow him up with laser either. Guzuki trying to mix him up.
I love the Splatoon move. Oh, caught the backdash with the coffin from the skies. Okay, we blocked that one finally, but the green shield does give Atari the cycle. Oh, the whiff punish with the 6xB.
This is something I noticed from Atari's gameplay at Combo Breaker. There were a couple situations that they unfortunately would give out cycles at the very end right here, but they're not going to be giving up any right now, as Saint, unfortunately, VO not going to work out, and that's going to be Atari with a quick swing back to tie it up 1-1.
Yeah, that was a double perfect.
Yeah,
that was a pretty brutal, very very different game from game one.
But look, we're not on Park anymore. We're back on the stage we were at before. This is where Saint was in their home court. Let's see if we can end up working out better for them. But Atari looking very similar to how they were in the last match.
Yeah, it's looking a bit snowbally right now, where Atari kind of gets the momentum going, and Saint, maybe not familiar with Azuki's options, kind of struggling to get out on defense, but the DP could be the start. Oh, what a 60 frame 7 mash out, by the way. Gonna give Atari the round. Oh, the Pogo was just too slow to whiff punish the 6xB.
Oh, not able to find the end of the 2x extension right there. Force function will allow him to cross up right there and get the extension they were looking for. Unfortunately, Atari not able to find the ends of these wraps that they're looking for. Oh, but they will find a big grid break right there with the Totsugeki.
That was a sick 236V. Just, yeah, I know you're gonna land and then just crouch shield. The bomb. Okay, doesn't bomb presence scale scary. Oh, the bunny's red. Oh, the punish. Oh, but that's the combo. Oh my goodness, that was such a wildly different game 2 and 3.
Look, sometimes you just need that first game to be like, okay, how are you thinking? How are you downloading? And Saint's just ready to go. They want the run back immediately right here. They're like, no, first to 10 right here, right now.
Yeah. Maybe not too fond of the set going that way, especially after that game 1. But I think Atari showed a great adaptation, and didn't really get to see that on the other side from Saint. But
yeah,
well done to Atari. We'll be moving. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think Saint like had the right idea like towards the very end. I think they were like finally catching on, but it was just a little too late for the end of the tournament match at least. But yeah, like you were saying, shout out to Atari. Gonna be moving on forward through the tournament. Gonna be fighting. Like how we said earlier with someone having to fight Squish. Atari's gonna have to fight Vincent next round. So good luck, Soldier. I'll be rooting for you.
Yeah, still curious what character Vincent's gonna be on, but I'm hoping it's the ogre because their ogre was one of the first ogres to really start showing up in bracket. I think like in that first, I think it was like a WASD tournament. He got second place with ogre like the first week or something. So that was definitely exciting to watch. But now we have StarXUnderscore versus Speeze, both on their expected characters. Nothing too crazy here. Star coming off a nice 9th place at Combo Breaker.
Yeah, was definitely someone who was looking to make it into that top 8, so hopefully they can redeem themselves here tonight. But Speeze already keeping that aggression up with that Nanase, showing that, hey, Gordon, you got to be able to hold all this pressure. You're not going to get TRM just yet. 2B will connect. But...
Oh, the 2 and 4C, yeah, a bit of a hard move to contest here is Gordo. Okay, gold throw gets us out. We'll delay 2B there.
Yeah, same situation that we just had in the previous time. Fortunately, they're going to work out for Stars. They're ready for the confirm to be able to come through this time. Ready to safe jump as well, as they've been seeing Speeze be a little aggressive, expecting that DP to come through. Loop him out once more.
Oh! Okay, doesn't get caught. 2-60 to keep the pressure up. I love that run-up delay to see Speeze not falling for it and the combo not confirming.
Star getting a good concentrate as well, being able to shield right at the very end to keep that cycle, turn to their favor, find the big cross-up with the 6-6 FF right there, and take a nice grid break to take that first round.
Run-up in the frame 30 move is kind of crazy. Oh, 5C just barely too short.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, Speeze wanted that throw, but Star wanted it a little bit more. Going for the CSM frame kill off the overhead set right there. Speeze finding Star. Yeah, hit right there. Star wanting to delay tech as well. Gonna eat a little bit extra damage. Gonna eat this overhead as well.
Yeah, cycle Star could do something about it. Maybe a VO, maybe big gamble. 3D could be it, but not quite. Speeze gonna take that cycle. That 2C catches the backdash, but again, no confirm from Star.
Great backdash as well to be able to get out of the pressure. Tried to run up a sim, but Speeze wanted that flight mix, wanted that disc to do the Oki for them. Instead, they'll be finding the damage, but 2C once again. Star does not want to lose this round.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough, meaty situation. Does die to a DP. Got to be a bit careful with the offense. CS overhead gets blocked. Speeze very good with the defense there. Rewarded with the cycle and the round.
Yeah, New Star was going to try to be prepared to be dealing with the fireball coming through, so able to get that run-up throw to work. Just like Star, trying to make some of these moves work early, but the 3C is what they will need to really make it work out right now.
Cycle coming close. Yeah, Speeze trying to go for a shield. Does a great read from Star. Getting that grid break. Going to be a lot harder to get out of the Gordo offense now. Oh, the 3C trade. No bounces left. Do you have the routing? You do. Nice.
Keep it up once again, trying to catch the 2C to have him go up the air. I'm surprised I was not ready for Smart Steer to just kill right there, right at the very end. I thought they were going to get put out 1 pixel, but they just the last hit just chunked their life way more than I expected. But that's that extra VO damage right there that Star knew they had to be able to take game number 1.
Yeah, I actually don't hate the VO there, because like you also dive to a sim, right? Because the sim CS was on the table. So the VO does make sense, but Star was already thinking ahead about it.
Okay, green shield at the very end, going to be able to stay safe from it and be able to push it out a little bit more. But Speeze using that to their advantage and able to actually cross up on the roll right there with the JB. Throw going to whiff, but no punish! And Star going to get punished in kind for that 6-6 FF being a little risky.
This should be enough. I think you have to spend it all, but we're getting greedy with it. We do go to the next round with full bar, but a little risky.
Green shield right there, not gonna get blown up just yet. Speed's not prepared for it. Star just being a lot more patient this time, just wanting to block in a lot of these situations. And as soon as I say that, it makes me a liar with that greedy 2-1-4C and working out for Speeze as well. Really trying to catch Star, lacking, but 5C gonna connect.
Yeah, that was a full run up from Speeze, but I like the confidence in the immediate 5C. Respecting the chain shift.
Feeling to make a big hit right there, but Speed is not going to let that get to them.
Oh no, TKEX. Oh!
I got hit.
Speed's very confident. Close. Speed's trying not to get too crazy with it. Just a regular assault. Tries to go for the reset. I like it. Oh! Doesn't catch. Oh!
Doesn't catch at the toes, but lunges forward with those nails right there. Gonna connect. Speeze, though, really just trying to be desperate right now. Find the big opener that they need, and I think they'll find it at the very end with the grid break throw with the 2-2C coming from behind. Speeze tying it up.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think just tried to shield the first of that 2-2C and was just a little bit too slow. Oh. Trades on the dash up 2B, but we just do it again and we get the hit the next time.
Right now staggering.
Oh, that force function definitely going to cost the cycle on. Oh, Star using that 6-frame 2A to get out.
Get the cross as well, keep himself safe. 2-2A gonna connect. Gets the Reaper extensions right here.
Oh, just barely got hit by that 2-2B overhead hit. Lots of damage. Don't think you can kill. But we are going to go for it. Does kill. Very nice routing.
Yeah.
I didn't know he could do that little like 5A, 5B there. That was really cool.
Oh, big throw whip, but it's plus because this is undernight, and that grid break, though, going to be a minus situation for Speeze as Star wants to just dial up that aggression, knowing as soon as they've been able to get that Gord offense to work, they've been able to really lock Speeze down and not give them a ton of control. 3C going to be great for them. Into the Reaper as well. Unfortunately, side-swapping right here, though.
These routes are crazy. Oh, the bravery with that 2A mash.
Nails not going to come, and also doesn't destroy that projectile due to it being a little bit low to the ground like you were talking about earlier, but we will find the additional Reaper damage as Star tries to connect with that Mortal Slide, but it doesn't work out. So Speeze now able to take their turn, but doesn't have a lot of life to work with, but it might not matter!
Yeah, this overhead's going to give a lot of momentum to Speeze's side. Another overhead going to actually throw Shimmy Star stand tech attempt. And it happens to 6-6B this time. No. Star is getting mixed up high and low, but we can't finish our food. And what is happening? The 2-2C with the long
run. He was even like, oh, I'm going to 2-2C. I'm going to auto use this so it auto corrects me to the right side. But Speeze knew that their option wouldn't allow them to do that. And now Star is just getting hit again and again. CSM is going to connect this time, hitting on the grounded recovery frames right here. And Star just playing very patient, trying to find some kind of opportunity to open them up. And that max range 2-3-6B might be the start they're looking for.
Yeah, just barely caught the backdash with that. Okay, I like the strike throw. Okay, first regular throw we've seen, right? So this is where Gordo's offense starts to get a lot scarier. Once you represent that throw. Oh, it's even scary to shield. Should be able to kill here if we've got our routing down correctly. We do.
Star going to be able to take the set in a 2-1 over Speeze. But Speeze was definitely looking pretty spooky right now. I don't know if I could say that the set would end up with the same winner if they played again.
No, definitely not. I think it was a very, very close set between those two. Definitely Star, making me sweat a little bit. Like, all right, he's got this. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Just everything going wrong in that one game at the very end.
Very nicely done. Will be, where are we? Star moving on to play against Squish. Squish did take it over Rakestraw. And then the winner of that will be playing for a top 8 slot. But while that match is going on, we are going to be seeing Malarky back on the stream setup, who took it 2-1 over Mr. B. That is definitely worth mentioning. Malarky looking pretty good. Mr. B just off a 9th place finish at Combo Breaker and is going to be going up against LuFL.
Yeah, definitely a bit of an upset right there. Like, Malarky is a very strong player, like we saw that they were when they were playing earlier. But, like, taking the set over Mr. B, very, very impressive. I believe we're going to be just doing a quick little technical pause right here. But in the meantime, as a reminder, for Boston Blue Beat Online, they run weekly tournaments every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST every single time. We got Blaze Blue on Mondays, Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R on Tuesdays, and of course, UNI2 on Wednesdays. As well for this event. There is a match Reno that's going to be happening for you, !match Reno, and that should get you the link. I haven't checked yet to see where we're at, but I imagine that we have some codes to claim, which if we do, you should claim those.
So we're at 40 codes left. Please head on over there. Click claim a code. I just did it while I said that sentence. I did that so fast. It's so easy to add a free 25 cents to the pot, and it takes nothing away from you. So please head on over to the link. It's already in the chat. Would be very much appreciated.
As well as if you're feeling generous at this time of the year, you can always donate directly to that prize pot. That does go to the players for this event. As our players for the match are getting ready, Liv is feeling excited, wanting to fight Deltarunner themselves, but unfortunately they are not able to, because we are going to be having Bane versus Deltarunner coming up.
Ooh, yeah, I'm using my keyboard. I don't have my stick plugged in, so I'm trying to remember where the keys are. But yeah, so we're not going to be seeing Malarky LuFL yet. I'm sorry, I was getting a little bit too ahead of myself. Going to be seeing Bane Deltarunner. Bane is is relatively new to Uni. Started playing towards the end of Clear, I believe. I've always known them as a Lene player, and they have continued to show that they are quite strong as we moved into UNI2.
Deltarunner, on the other hand, is another, I think, a similar situation. It's a name that I feel like I mostly started seeing around towards the end of those Clear days. But definitely is very, very confident right here with this Gordo, just looping this to sim pressure once more, trying to shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yay. But it's not working out just yet. We'll try to see that green shield, but they really want Bane to bite right here, but that 2C will come out on top.
That was a great whiff punish from the 5C, that dash up 2C. Look at this corner carry too. Oh my goodness, and the Oki. So that we're going to be put into a guessing situation, but guard thrust is a good answer. But that force function was tragic. Does get crouched under, and a good reaction from Bane to take their turn there. Potentially, oh, could have CS'd, but the flash. Bane wasn't ready for it. Deltarunner takes that first round.
Yeah, but Deltarunner showing what they need to do to take a matchup like this, as I know it can be a little bit of a struggle for Gord players sometimes to deal with the rat menace coming through. And Bane really just locking that pressure up once again.
Yeah, this is a matchup that's a bit infamous for being really bad for Gordo, just because it's very hard to get Lene off of you once he gets in on you. You saw even Deltarunner even tech the throw, but oh, he missed the
I don't even know what happened there, actually.
It did mortal slide. I think Bane did like run up dive kick or like run up dive kick to just try to catch him overhead or something to try to press like a 5e or something to get out, but it ended up working out to keep him safe and forcing Deltarunner to spend that 100-meter right there. Tying it up quickly right here. Reaper gonna connect right at the very end. Follow up use, so we have to spend meter to keep ourselves safe.
Oh, meter to frame trap off the 3C. Oh, but missed the SM timing. Tragic. Ooh, cool side swap from Bane. I like that dash cancel.
And once more, staggering right now, trying to get him to bite, but 2C gonna work. And Deltarunner recognizing that they can't get a full combo off of how the interaction is gonna work, so found a great opportunity to side swap instead. And now you're stuck in the infinite.
The SM just barely stood in the cycle. Oh, the 5A smart option from Bane. Gordo's gonna struggle to deal with that after the chain shift. And with the big grid lead in the corner positioning, it's gonna be a bit hard for Deltarunner to get this round. That is gonna be too slow to punish the BNCS. Bane gonna be on the board with the first game.
Yeah, Deltarunner had the right idea right there, but just unfortunately the CS allowed Bane to keep himself safe right at the very end. So excellent stuff from both players right there. It was pretty even at the start. We'll see if we can continue that up right here. 2B is going to connect out for Deltarunner.
Okay, we got some momentum going. Yeah, we have seen Deltarunner do pretty well with these sims. I think Deltarunner you know, it struggles a bit on the defense when it comes to blocking and getting out of Lene, but the confidence on offense is definitely there.
Using those visions right now, trying to catch Deltarunner mashing, finding him right at the very end, though, as soon as they were about to be outside of the space. Bane gonna be trying to even up these life totals a little bit, but here we go. Reversal out, no force function to be able to connect that rusty nail. Just a little too.
I think Bane is doing the up forward there to beat 2 and 4C is what's happening, and then the EX option after is kind of hit or miss, but nice confirm with the chain shift. Yeah, I wasn't sure how to make that work, so I like the panic CS into win the round.
Great shields right here as well. Being able to make it so that you stay a little bit safer. Another great grid break as well. Finally getting a taste of Deltarunner's habits.
Meaty TK be too good. That is a good starter. And you are dying.
Didn't need to be fancy with it. Didn't need to try to end with some start steers or CVOs. Just quickly cleaning it out. Bane moving on forward to fight one step closer for that top 8 winner side qualifier match. So it looks like they are going to be having to fight Smiles as well, as they'll be going through, and so we should see them coming up later.
Yeah, we'll be sending Deltarunner to loser side, who, let's see, I think, where is loser of the, I'm blind. That was, okay, that was round 2, so you go back to losers round 2. Okay, so yeah, we'll be playing against shinoling and then Nikichi. Man, I forget how big this bracket is.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
A bit of a grind to get the top 8 through loser side. It is definitely no slouch down there.
Well, the amount of people that are just like in this like loser side of the bracket that I'm like Boltstruck is in losers already. Boltstruck lost to Vile. Boltstruck was in this tournament. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, it's been pretty volatile, you could say.
Yeah, but I mean that's what happens with Uni sometimes. It gets a little aggressive, a little volatile, but the players who are able to make it consistently through the ends of these brackets, just like these two players have made it through so far. We got Malarky back on deck, who we saw earlier in the tournament. Going to be fighting against LuFL as well. I'm going to say George W. Cush. Put that phone on right here. Really trying to open up Malarky right here.
Ooh, the punish on the 2 and 4. I guess delayed the follow-up too much. I don't know what happened there, but LuFL does know that they've got the punish and they've got the corner.
Nice DP from Malarky. Ooh, 2-4C. Should get a combo here and cycle.
Yeah, I think LuFL was looking to go for like Geyser install right there to be able to try to keep their turn safe, but unfortunately not working out just yet as Malarky bringing out the relentless aggression that we saw earlier before, and now LuFL has to hold not to say pressure on defense. See what they can do. Gonna get hit a couple times as long as you keep it tight. That's gonna be Malarky taking that first health bar.
Oh my gosh. Using that that phone on ST install, as they like to call it. Some nice fireball pressure.
Couple guys are at the very
What are you doing? Oh my goodness.
He's trying to mix them up. He's trying to open them up because sometimes you gotta do the impossible with phone on.
Yeah, I mean the crazy movement does add a lot of mental stack. That was a nice confirm, but this cycle. Oh, I love the drop for the cycle into the plus frames. That was unique. That was gaming. That was a good option. I don't know why UIW. I'm glad it didn't go through.
Style points. Style points. Sometimes you gotta.
I mean, unless you knew
up.
it wasn't going to spend the bar, then that is a huge flex. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, that's LuFL showing he doesn't need the money in his pocket. He'll just come out through running. He'll have $0 in his bank account, and he'll still come out the winner.
Yeah, I should put some respect on his name. You know, my fault. My fault.
Second place DNF duel at Combo Breaker. You got a medal.
Nice.
Did you get a medal? No, you didn't.
That's true. I got nothing. I got nothing for that one.
And he's got a perfect on the board. 4.2k.
Yeah, trying to catch with the air fireball right there to catch a quick tech, but Malarky staying calm, staying patient, delayed tech out of that situation, and got a big advantage out of it. Gonna find another big advantage off this hit as well. Should be able to put him into a pretty much a one-touch situation with the cycle as well.
Ooh, nice block on the overhead. Cycle coming up close. I like the grid play from LuFL. The patience to debate a DP after that throw. Oh, and the low hit gets confirmed. Not going to be able to kill. We're going for some crazy stuff. BO does land on the J4B. Back to neutral we go.
Yeah, and LuFL's been pretty happy to be in neutral, right? Being able to find these fireballs to beat out some of the early fireball sets that Malarky wants to be going for. A smart steer whiffing right there, but we're still safe, but we're not safe from the run-up 3C. Keep it tight, Malarky, because that's what you need to take game number one.
That 3C just like barely caught some sort of extended hurt box or something from LuFL pressing, but that was a big read on the movement because LuFL's phone on movement is very good, right? So it's hard to catch him. So that was a big run up 3C and rightfully awarded with a point on the board.
Right. Oh, great press right there. Yeah. Showing that you can't just get away with that for free, LuFL. You gotta have to build that layer up a little bit more. Good tech out, though. You keep yourself safe.
Oh, yeah. No meter for reversal there. Oh, my gosh.
That hit? Oh.
Caught another potential 3C, perhaps. But, yeah. Ooh. The combo was so long. C-dive going right through that GC. Knockdown.
Yeah.
Can we get out of the corner with our movement? We don't need to if we hit our opponents.
Yeah, well...
Oh, does this... Can we kill? Can we kill? Yeah, we can kill. We can kill. But can you kill? Okay. I don't know if the IWEX...
I don't know if it kills. Okay, it does. I'm always worried with the IWEX min scaling. Just sometimes it doesn't work out, and it's always in like the worst situation possible, which I could have been very scared for LuFL. It didn't, but they clearly knew the damage scaling better than I, and they also knew that hey, you're gonna try to delay tech that, so I'm gonna get a nice little red beat combo right here.
Yeah, usually from my experience, if it's below like the points indicators under the health bars, that it should kill. But yeah, the counter hit. Yes, the keyword is definitely should. Because sometimes it doesn't, and then you start to question everything you know about the game. Ooh! Oh.
Unfortunately, didn't find the last little extension that they needed, so we pop that snake install right there. We try to open you up, but Malarky staying patient and ready to press A and that EX, not a say now. Oh, that was a risky shield right there. A couple of big shields right here that Malarky is trying to punish. Will now pop their own CS2C is going to punish what LuFL brought to the table, but we couldn't bring our combo, so instead do it again. Finding them with the overhead fireball, and now LuFL in a scary situation, but it doesn't. The combo drops.
Damn, that definitely could have been Malarky's game there, but combo drop or the round, but combo drop throw does punish, does tie up the set count.
So trying to just pop that sword card early, but LuFL is already prepared for it, wanting to be in the skies like they love to be with this phone on, and immediately caught them out.
Okay, we got cycle, we got meter. We're gonna spend it.
We're not gonna find a big punish on that roll right here. We will be able to keep our own pressure going. Find that CS as well for the most efficient meter gain that we have. Spending it once again for style points in that post round, and LuFL getting a perfect, setting themselves one step closer to winning this match.
Oh, that increased JB so low to the ground. I like the shields from Malarky, seeing shades of the shinoling match, right, where they're playing very patient, waiting for the cycle, and able to get the cycle and a grid break. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Well, what you could ask for is a big run up 3C as soon as you're able to take your turn back, allowing Malarky to regain control once again. Hey, it was so nice, let's do it twice!
I mean, you ask and you receive CVO? Should kill? Okay, yeah. That one, I'm always scared of not say IW. That one, I never know.
When it's past the the in of win, I think it's like a guaranteed kill on everybody.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So here we go, LuFL though not letting that get to them, trying to open them up, but that CS is going to get popped out for Malarky, be able to punish them, the DP to take their own turn back, but LuFL challenging on their own, but Malarky's still letting these DPs rip like it's Beyblade.
Oh, doesn't actually punish that 5A whiff, but definitely not ready to just block that ICJB. Can take a throw here, but LuFL has such a big life lead. I don't know if he's going to try to overextend and really, threaten that throw option.
Well, I think you have to be careful, because if you give Malarky time, they're going to find an opening just like this. And catching you on the air as well. Okay, good tech.
Nice throw. Oh, see the DP startup. Oh, that was weird. It wasn't like a red flash, but it was like the animation startup, but LuFL was ready for it. Malarky is out of there, and LuFL will be moving on into winner side top 8.
Yep, so our first match of the winner side of top 8 will now be Squish versus LuFL, and we'll be deciding our next one as we have Smiles and Bane going to be coming up. Bane we just saw early on with Deltarunner playing that Linné, and Smiles is, I'm assuming, on Wald? That's who Smiles is known for. It's the character they kind of like to let rock, but I know Linné Wald can sometimes be a less than fortunate matchup for the Wald player from time to time, so we might see that Merkava, we might see something else come out. But we will have to see.
Yeah, I know he likes the bit of a dabbler, you could say, when it comes to a couple characters in the cast, but I would love for our viewers to dabble into the Matcherino. Exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat. We have 30 codes left. Okay, you guys are doing not too bad tonight, That is 10 codes down than we last checked, and also $1.69 from our resident Mika fan in the chat. Thank you very much for your direct contribution. And let's hope to get those other codes down. That would be much appreciated.
Yeah, make sure, if you are watching the stream and you're enjoying it, to share that code with whatever your local Discord is. Get all those codes claimed. It is free. All you need is a Twitter account. And I know y'all have Twitter accounts. I see you on there.
Yeah, you can log in with, anything,
right?
Battle.net. Like I don't like I don't know who's logging in with BattleNet, but like
I'm logging on with my Supercell ID for my Clash of Clans tournaments.
like where's that option? We need the Clash of Clans code claim. That's a mouthful.
Yeah. When's Boston Blue Beat Online for no, it's not Clash of Clans. What's the other game they do? Clash Royale? Is that the name
Clash
of it?
Royale? Yeah. Okay, Merkava on the screen right now, but doesn't necessarily mean that's locked in. There's the wall.
Yeah. I could definitely see them picking the Merkava. Like, I could see them wanting to go into that because it feels a little bit more stable than this matchup can be. But if anyone is prepared for the Wald Lene matchup, it's going to be Smiles. This guy has, like, really ground this character out to, like, I feel like almost, like, the furthest you can in a lot of situations. Which is what you need to do with Wald. I've always said Waldstein is the character that if you are just more right than your opponent, 100% of the time, you will win every round. And Smiles is generally pretty good at being right.
Yeah, I mean, there is an art to, there is skill to rock, paper, scissors, right? You know, there are people who are good at consistently winning in rock, paper, scissors.
Buddy, we got a rock chucker right here with Waldstein.
Yeah, maybe it's just like rock and like that's it. Like there's no other option. It's just rock and rock. But sometimes rock is all you need.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing rock against scissors only toolkit, then you I don't know where I'm going.
Look, when I get scissors, she's got 2 blades. She could definitely cut through some paper like that. But right now, definitely showing some paper to cover all the different options that Smiles wants to be doing. We'll pop that CS off the Kugel follow-up right here. Be able to try to keep a little more pressure going. Does find a big grid break, and now, as soon as Smiles tries to challenge out, TKA Kuga gonna be popping your head open.
Yeah, grid broken against Lene. This is a matchup where it's actually not bad for Wald in neutral, but when Lene gets in that 5A range, like, and you're right outside of that 360A range, which is 3 frame startup, Wald's next move is like 8 frames, and it becomes really hard to get Lene off of you.
Well, especially with like a lot of what Lene wants to be doing is going to throw her airborne anyways, so you're already, that option's kind of off the table in a lot of situations, but it's not off the table when you see that nice, wonderful, delicious green shield. Yum, yum, yum. Get your grid break, get your cycle, get a force function to go through, pops the roll through and was ready for it, and immediately capitalizing on it. Great stuff from Smiles.
Yeah, I don't think Bane was ready to actually like get crossed up by their own roll, but Smiles is ready for the confirm. That you're definitely right there. That was great awareness. But hey, I'm a Soul JC, not that much damage, but could be the momentum Bane needs to take this round.
Yeah, as we see before. Yeah, we'll just wake up twice. We'll just wake up twice. But it always works. They tell you it's a bad option, but it always works. Curious, not going to be popping that shield right there, though, but will be getting a bunch of damage. Being able to whip that 360 with the recovery, trying to catch him with the 60 overhead, but we will instead catch him with the Assault JC.
Yeah, that's a great Assault JC timing. Oh, the crazy train! Oh my goodness, is this a good starter? No, you're not dying, right? No. No, you're not gonna build enough. I don't think you would have died though. Okay. Oh, misses the knockdown. I don't hate the roll there, just trying to get out. What?
Body splash CS, damn, I'm good at undernight. Smiles getting a perfect right at the very end to take game number 1.
Bro, rock build is broken. He went straight through the 60.
You had the opportunity to draft rock during the build phase, but you went for rerolls. Okay. Smiles, no.
I guess that was the I'm surprised that actually went over the 60. But Smiles taking game number 1. Yeah. Ooh, great anti-Kuga dash option with the Rising JC.
Again, Power Geyser, trying to just keep them locked down in the corner, because once you have that, you're in a very comfortable situation. Smiles securing another very, very good hit. Trying to reset potentially, not going to bite just yet. Bane popping that DP as well, and now we'll pop that CS, get the suplex punish right here.
Swipes, solving the problems. Swipes into EX, giving Smiles on set point.
But Smiles has been showing swipes in a lot of these end-of-round situations where it is like a very good option, but it's something that you do have to be scared of potentially, because now if Bane's ready for it, they could try to punish accordingly, especially having that force function on deck, but I don't think Smiles is going to allow them to get to that point in this match just yet. Smart Ender coming through, claps the ass. We'll get VO'd out right here, though.
I don't think he could see the VO behind Wald's claws.
Rolls out right here.
Nice
again.
blocks.
Good blocks once again, like you were saying. Had a big hit to close the round out, but unfortunately can't find it. 6-6B gonna be what gets Bane started right now, but instead we're tossing out the sky with that 3C, and it should be enough to close it out. That's going to be Smiles taking it over Bane, moving to fight Vincent on that winner's side top 8.
Yeah, I liked that assault there to try and steal the cycle. The idea would have been great if it worked, but somehow the grid was just barely not there, and Smiles was given that last chance to chain shift, was able to get it, or it was right before the cycle ticked over. That's what it was. Timing slightly not there, but the idea from Bane, not too shabby.
Yeah. Excellent stuff from Bane. I like you were saying, I really like the ideas that Bane had in a lot of the situations. It just, Smiles was always that like half step ahead for everything they needed in that exact situation.
Yeah, I have something I want to say about Wald, but I'll hold it off until we you see Smiles back on screen, because he will be coming back, as you were saying, moving on to play against Vincent. So we are going to jump over to the other side of winners top 8, which is going to be Squish versus LuFL. We still got our gamers and losers fighting it out to get in the top 8. We have Vile is the first gamer on loser side to make it into top 8, but those other 3 slots are still open. They've got a bit of a way to go down there.
Yeah.
While Squish and LuFL over here sitting kind of pretty.
Yeah. On that, Vile will be fighting the winner of Bane or that one dude. But then over on the other half of our top 8 losers side, got a couple matches. Malarky and Atari are fighting for that qualification spot, and then it's either going to be Deltarunner, Nikki Truck, or StarXUnderscore on that loser side, and we'll have to find out. But first, we're getting the real Slim Shally versus George W. Cush. We love undernight player net play names here at BBB Online.
Alrighty, let's see what this is a matchup that's come up, or a player matchup I should say. It's come up a couple times in these Boston Blue Beat events. I want to say usually goes Squish's way, but I've seen it like multiple times, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember how it usually ends up going. But I mean, LuFL's arguing a pretty good case right now.
Yeah, LuFL was looking very, very confident in the previous games that we saw them in, and especially versus people who want to be a little bit more aggressive and scrambly in their nature. Like how you kind of have to be with Akatsuki to really make things work. Perry not going to be able to connect out just yet, but we will find that far 5B right there to come out from Squish. Should be able to get them that party started as they want. Haven't been able to really get their turn taken from the get-go. LuFL tech's out, trying to catch him out, but the last hit of the B Tatsu will connect, allowing the C Tatsu extension.
Yeah, good hit confirmed from Squish. Gonna go fully corner to corner. Now you are blocking in the corner against Akatsuki. We do have the chain shift, which we are gonna burn. It's not gonna be the tool that LuFL was hoping for to get out of the corner there.
Unfortunately, not just yet. Shit. Squish really expecting something to come up close, but with that 5A press. But LuFL doing a good job of keeping that space out. I say that as soon as the B-Tatsu connects immediately afterwards. And this is like the big hit that Squish used in the last round to be able to turn it into their favor. And once again, be working out great for them, which does force LuFL to pop that VO, allowing them to reset to the mid-screen a little bit more. We're whiffing throws left and right, but we find that 5A anti-air.
Oh, I love that assault to get the cycle from Squish. Oh, it's not fast enough. Okay, I like the CVO there. Just not trying to get too fancy with the 6E confirm, but nice bait. And we'll be Squish moving on. LuFL getting a little antsy on defense. I think we saw that VO come out really early, earlier in that game. So I think Squish was kind of already looking for VO, and then was like, oh, it's an IWEX. Okay.
I think that's something that we saw in the last set of the LuFL versus Malarky in that game one. They definitely got a little aggressive and a little like you're saying squirmish on some of these situations. So I think maybe just taking the time to think and relax. Is this a classic LuFL? I'm gonna hover over your character and then go back to phone on. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I can never know anymore with Danisons and people learning all these like subs left and right. People just have pocket characters that you never expect.
It's true. We learned from Combo Breaker, everyone's got a Pocket Wagner.
Yeah, it's crazy. Pocket Wagner, yet she still loses on screen. Anyways, game number 2 coming in through. Squisho not letting the last run get to them, not letting the ability to be iced out affect them at all as we lock down those early pressures, put them into the corner. But LuFL now finding a big hit.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, I like the delay in the ICJC.
Big grid break rate there. And we try to beat Tatsu once again because it was working so well in the previous times. But LuFL not leaving those gaps in that pressure anymore and taking around.
Back to our zoning. This is definitely a matchup where you are playing phone on. You don't really want to move towards the guy who's good at the close range, right? Kind of want to use your bigger normals to stay away from him, because once you're in the corner like this, this is when, you know, we're going to be seeing LuFL maybe trying to VO, maybe trying to DP out, maybe 3D.
Yeah, well, let's see what they want to be doing right now. They're just staying patient, waiting, because they knew that Squish was going to be wanting that. We'll get the EX parry to come out. It is plus on the follow-up afterwards as well. Thank you, Kamone, for that patch. Now, I like this from Squish, being able to go for some of those micro-concentrates at that full screen range, so as soon as they get up close, they can guarantee that they're able to lock the cycle down. I say that when the VO comes through from a LuFL, and they find another great hit. So now, instead of securing it for themselves right at the very end.
Alright, W to spend the rest of that VO bar, 5.4. Oh, wait, that is matchup knowledge.
Yeah, show that you're ready for
Oh, the
it.
combo's still going.
Yeah, still have ground bounces, still have hit stop to work with. We'll find another pickup just like the last combo that we had right there. But now you're put into a one-touch situation. You are guessing for your
I knew
it. Yeah. Yeah, Squish hadn't shown that 6B at all in that set. You are right by like being even both you and LuFL were prepared for it, knowing that hey, this is the tool that they're going to try to use to clutch it out at the very end. Unfortunately for LuFL, EX parry was once again the tool that they used to make it work. That's going to be Squish moving on forward to be sitting in that winners finals.
Yeah, looking pretty good. And I forgot that was game 2 because we had gone back to the lobby and back.
Yep.
Or the character swap, but. Well done to Squish. Gonna be moving on to winners finals. Our other side of winner side will be Smiles and Vincent, who we've got pulling up. Loser side, Malarky has made their way into loser side of top 8, taking it over Atari, and the previously mentioned Vile took it over Tooth. Those last 2 spots are going to be StarXUnderscore versus Nikki T Truck, and Bane versus JIP'd, aka that one dude. So a bit of a slobber knocker down there, you could say, real barn burner and loser side. But winners, I think this is our first time actually seeing Vincent on stream.
Yeah,
he's on the Carmine right now, so maybe trying to take a dub here.
Could be hovering though, right? Could just be trying to play those mind games. Be like Chris Angel, be a little bit of a mind freak, wait for that ogre to come out. But yeah, this is the first time that we've seen Vincent on stream. They've done a very good job of just out of circumstance dodging the stream for all the different matchups that are around. So it does look like I think Vincent's gonna be locked in with that Carmine though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The thing I wanted to say about Wald, I want you to pay attention when because he ends like all of his combos in the steer ender.
Yep.
It's not steer ender. It's actually the whole smart steer string.
And it's kind of crazy. Wald kind of just like gets his whole smart steer at the end of his combos, which gives him gives him guaranteed grid.
Yeah, which... I forgot that was a recent development. The Wald players had really been trying to push forward, and definitely helps in trying to like steal the cycle back in some situations. Unfortunately, cycle.
Yeah, look at this right here.
Yeah. Look at that grid. Look at that gate. Look at that toss.
Oh, the fuzzy mash! That was such good defense from Vincent.
Yeah, knowing that Smiles would want to keep on that CS for as long as possible, because especially if they did end up getting hit, being able to keep into this situation, that they could go for a little more of an aggressive of a defense option right there as we try to mix up. Smiles willing to just hold down back and tech these throws where they can, catches him with the overhead. Smiles already off to a very strong start.
X for the full confirm. Again, the smart steer giving a block of grid, also doing very respectable damage. Ooh, steer ender that time does give Vincent the cycle and like the awareness on the grid.
But, you know, unfortunately, damage might be what you need right here, because even Blood Rain does not keep you safe from the Wald team anti-airs. J2C connecting, no EX cancel needed this time. But we'll have it on this one. Pops that Celestial bonus. Good tech out once again. We'll try to do it again. But Vincent ready to backdash. Now getting to play that 6B. Getting closer to the EX Carbine range. And you're in danger, Smiles. But not in danger for long. Smiles taking game number 1 over Vincent. Alright, good solid zoning right here. Does pop a big grid break. He'll set once more.
Strike throw Carmine.
Yeah, the classic.
Eee. You are exploding. The damage is so... Stop it. No, the damage is so much, man.
Look, you just don't get hit. Just don't be in that situation, and you won't have to take that damage, okay? Have you tried that?
No, that is my fault from losing to the fireball character with the modern control input. Here we go. Ay, you blocked low last time. I will go for the overhead this time. Gonna be doing a nice grip of damage here, going to the 2-2C, and then I'm thinking we just do it again.
Yeah, we got 100 meter. We got the cycle. We're about to get an extra block of grid, is what I would say. If you didn't broke it after the VO and immediately catching the throw, guard thrust tosses you back into the corner. I like that EX 360C. Yourself safe, but you're still going to be able to try to steal the cycle right at the very end because that grid gauge is ticking down.
Oh, great awareness to get past that bomb detonate. That was so good. Smiles stared the trap in its face and got out of it for free.
Yeah, and they'll find one more throw for 3 at the very end. Smiles evening it up, putting themselves on match point.
Oh, no tech on the B grab. Smart steer ender. Oh, just a raw 5A meaty. No hesitation there.
Yeah, knowing that Vincent.
Whoa!
Hold the phone.
I don't even. What was that? He did like 2-2 CS command grab. I don't even know. Does that command grab hit before the? Because he 3D'd, so I don't even. I'm lost.
Yeah, actually. I have to look back at that to figure out exactly what happened, but that was
Wait, I wonder if we have the replay because we're spectating in game.
Yeah, we have to look at
everything. I can check the replay later.
Yeah, definitely
that was
something to check
some
back.
Advanced. That was either like advanced tech that's been deeply labbed out, or Smiles was like, "Yo, what if I did this?" And
that is, it's probably both actually. It's probably both. Like, that's probably come up at least once in the Smiles 2 gigabyte first to deaths that existed in NorCal for a bit, but something that we will have to, dig in and see exactly what happened later on. Those of you at home can dig into it now, though. Yeah. Lid, you want to start us off, or you want me to take it?
Sorry, I was taking
a sip
of water.
I didn't realize that's might be.
We're sorry, were we talking about the shills?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you are currently watching our Boston Blue Beat online weekly. You are watching UNI2, but that is not the only game we're running. On Mondays, we've got Blaze Blue Central Fiction, and Tuesdays, we've got Guilty Gear Accent Core plus R. So we do have quite a fun array of games every week. And those are always going to be at 8 p.m. On East Coast, but that does not mean you have to be on East Coast. Thankfully, all of these games now have rollback netcode, which we love to see, can enter anywhere in the US. So be sure to tune in. Just whether you want to compete or just watch some good games, you can always expect some high-level action here at Boston Blue Beat.
Absolutely. And if you want to expect some more high-level action, you can head on down and check out Beach Episode 2025. It's the Boston Blue Beat Regional happening on July 18th through the 20th in Waltham, Massachusetts. And you can come join us for many favorites that Boston Blue Beat is known for. You got a wide variety of games that are coming up through. We got obviously we got Blaze Blue, obviously we got Plus R, obviously we got Uni, but we got Guilty Gear Strive, we got Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, we've got Guilty Gear Exard Rev 2, we've got Sailor Moon. Sure, let's go. We got Melting Blood Current Code, Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Rivals of Aether 2, and a mystery game tournament. That's a lot of action happening in a single weekend, so you should make sure that you sign up if you can make it. If not, make sure that you are watching that event that whole weekend, because it is going to be killer.
Yeah, if you guys were watching the Burst Limit series, this was the grand prize of that. So forgive me, I cannot remember the winners of Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear, but the undernight winner was Defiant, so that means Defiant will be getting a fully paid trip to Boston Blue Beat's Beach Episode, which if Defiant is there, then you already know the competition is going to be pretty crazy. And also, not for Undernight, but for Grand Blue and Guilty Gear Strive, Beach Episode is a Arc World Tour event, which is really exciting. That's how you know the competition is going to be really high, not just for Uni, because Uni is always high competition, but especially for the other games as well in the Arc World Tour circuit, just because those precious points are going to be on the line. So if we haven't convinced you about Beach Episode, then I don't know what else to tell you, because you go.
Absolutely. As well as just as a reminder, because I was able to quickly pull up who the winners were for the other Burst Limit events. Killicobies won the Blaze Blue side of things, so he will be heading on over. And then as well as 8-Man for the Guilty Gear XX side of things. He's a very 8-Man is a Johnny player mostly, I believe. Very fun to watch, very exciting. So you'll be able to see them play through that whole weekend. Make sure you check it out. But while you're here as well, make sure you check out the Matcherino. We still have codes to claim. We are getting pretty further down. We have only 25 left. So if you want to claim those codes, please feel free to do so. ! Matcherino. We got a couple other things. If you're curious about the bracket, if you haven't already checked it out already, ! Bracket. Find more information about this event and future events down the line. Also, if you haven't, follow the Twitch channel, follow the socials. What are you doing? Don't be a nerd. Stay tuned into Boston Blue Beat.
Yeah, gotta give a big shout out to Boston Blue Beat, not only for having us on, but for putting on these events every week and giving us some pretty much
every week, Monday through Wednesday, 8 p.m. You can watch some good fighting games. No matter which game you happen to tune into, you know it's going to be quite enjoyable to watch.
Absolutely. Just like our next match, it's going to be enjoyable to watch as we have our loser side top 8 match already set up. We've got JIP'd versus Vile coming up.
Yeah, our losers still looks like Star is playing their match against Nikki T Truck on the on the Yuzu.
Yep.
They're battling out for that last slot to play against Malarky. But on the other side, we've got, as you said, JIP'd in the lobby and going to be going up against Vile.
Yeah, so this should be Gord Merc, right? If I remember the matchup correctly. Which is it's interesting. That's an interesting matchup. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like Gord players complain about every matchup. It feels like in some cases, but I definitely understand it on the perspective of Merkava just kind of sitting outside of some of those ranges that Gord really wants to be sitting. So it'll be interesting to see how JIP'd really wants to take this.
Yeah, I think it's a fun matchup just because of I don't know. I think when people think of Undernight, Gordo and Merkava are a couple of the first characters they think of because Gordo kind of represents the I don't know. You see Gordon 5C or you learn that Grim Reaper is a half screen 9-frame move or 10-frame move, and you're like, okay, now I know what type of game this is. And then you see Merkava, and he's his arms are going across the whole screen and stuff. Feel like these characters are very representative of how Uni can be played. And Merkava's got he's the funny noodle arm guy, and then Gordo is the big scythe guy.
Yeah.
Even having his impact on BB Tag back in the day.
I was gonna say Gord is that guy who's I feel like a lot of people recognize or know him from being in the new Blaze Blue, and putting in a lot of work there to really honestly that game did a lot to help Uni. So shout outs to BB Tag where we can, but shout outs to these players getting into it as we're already seeing a lot of aggression early throw. JIP'd understanding that they know Vile's habits. They know what they need to do to try to open this up. 660-22A, Infinite Tsukiyomi Vortex coming through.
Yeah, that string is a 6-frame gap, so you would trade with Merkava 2A, and then also he was grid broken. So there's actually no way to make that gap bigger right there. And JIP'd's the perfect. I like the 2-2B CS and the 5A. If you know about the fuzzy high-low there, then perhaps Vile's trying to block that.
Okay, 2-2B coming through, trying to utilize those plus frames at a distance. As we know, Vile's been staying a little patient. This time we're not going to full into the Tsukiyomi. We are just keeping the pressure locked down. But Vile, though, able to start taking their turn back. And now JIP'd having to keep their own defense a little bit safer.
What? Oh my gosh, run up 6C. Nah. Ready for that 2-3-6C to come out.
Yeah, we saw some shields earlier, I think just to try to build some cycle, not wanting to go for the harder punish, because why not take the guarantee where you can, and then take this next one as it comes through, finding that corner extension.
Oh my gosh, the damage. Are you dead? No! I feel like that was gonna kill.
I think it should.
That was doing so much damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, that one dude not able to close it out at the very end, but they will here with a near perfect at the very end as well. Take game number 1.
I don't remember what the first hit was, but oh no, he got a throw. Okay, so it wasn't a 2-touch, but holy, that was that would have been crazy.
I feel like a 2.5 touch right there. Worms coming through to try to make those touches go a little bit further this time, though. Vile finally getting the party started.
Oh, the delayed JA. You saw the 2C attempt from JIP'd there, but not quite fast enough on the heaven one.
For the ender, trying to get the worm base work going, and we'll catch him open with that JA right there. Vile looking very different than the last set, finally able to get their turn started.
Yeah, that delay JA is so messed up on the Wormookie. Alright, Jip pushing in the corner. 3D gets Vile out of the corner, but you're still holding the Merc. Makes the delay 214C to catch the shield. What a layer.
That one dude definitely looking a little bit more on deck than they were before right here. Trying to keep the pressure up. Great shields from Vile at the very end, able to actually steal the cycle. Not even allowing that one dude to get the charge that they're looking for, and almost had a way to out. Unfortunately, not going to be enough just yet. Another perfect on deck for that one dude.
Jip's doing good with these new throw combos. Oh, okay, VO to get out. Oh, just gets hit by the raw JC. Straight into the IW, get the damage while you can.
Yeah, good recognition.
Oh, we go low this time.
Some people try to get the extra extensions going through and just let the bonus VO damage, but you're always going to get more for cashing out that IW. And Vile showing that here once again, getting the damage where you are. Going to be able to beat out the CSM as well as you are flying in the sky. Vile should be up 1-1. Okay.
Oh. He actually just backdashed so he could do that. He was like, wait, I'm not in JA range, hold on. That was funny.
He said the moment of wait, I'm goated, and then just hit him with the running JA. Excellent stuff from Vile to tie it up right here, but gonna get immediately hit with that full charge JC right from the get-go.
Oh, and the 2C needy. Vile not really not doing a lot of blocking right now. Oh, not doing a lot of what an unfortunate drop from JIP'd. Oh, an unfortunate drop from Vile.
If we don't block for long enough, eventually we'll find it open. Still think we're blocking once more, but today's not that day. That one dude continuing to add the damage up, popping that CS as well, trying to keep it meterless, but unfortunately that almost costed them, as they had to find one more touch without Stanky Leg 2B coming through.
Okay, 2-2-BCS, or 2-6C, we're in. Oh, a nice 5B and the TK Assault confirm as well.
Excellent stuff right there. One thing I'm noticing from Vile, at least in this later stage of it, they're being very, very cautious right here to just not wanting to shield anything that's coming up from their opponent right now, right? Like, they've just been willing to just like kind of give up some cycles in some situations because they are very scared of getting their shield blown up with that sim. But because of that, that one dude gaining a lot of pressure, gaining a lot of momentum right here, unfortunately not able to finish their own combo. A nice VO on the delay right there to catch them out, but we will get caught from the 2B from that one dude as we have you locked down in the corner. We're going to be going with the 2-2C to take as much time as possible. Try to make sure you can't use that VO at all.
2-2C was so sick. Oh, and the JA into the worms. He's getting so much mileage off. Oh, that's tragic.
Yeah. Unfortunate at the very end, but that is going to be that one dude moving on forward to fight LuFL in that loser's quarters match.
Yeah, JIP'd looking pretty good. I mean, Vile, once Vile got the game plan going, you know, we saw the mix-ups. You know, I think Vile was like 4 mix-ups in a row were landed. Like,
yep,
really working out for the mix-up there and the momentum, but just couldn't kind of get back into that vortex that they wanted to be in again.
Yeah, I think that was the big thing, right? Like that one dude was just doing a very good job of like utilizing gourd pressure to really like assert themselves in a lot of situations that I think that they normally wouldn't have been able to, because they understood that, hey, if Vile gets out and starts pressuring me, I'm in for a world of hurt. So if I can just like, it's kind of, you know, one of those we're both going to swing our arms at each other situations, but understanding it's not that like, you know, I'm going to lose because of this. It's because I'm going to win if I do this.
Mm-hmm.
But up
looks
next,
like we are going to be getting
Star, who fought their way into the loser side of top 8, will be going up against Malarky, who we have in the lobby already. We did see Star earlier on stream against Speeze, I believe.
Yeah, we saw Star versus Speeze. That was almost a match going into Speeze's favor there, but Star able to clutch it out. So we'll have to see if they can once again handle the Nanase menace.
Yeah, a bit of a Nanase gauntlet for Star tonight, but nothing he is not used to, I would probably say. You know, probably played this matchup a decent bit. We'll see if Malarky's going to be doing anything different.
It's these are two characters that you definitely have to kind of go through the ringer of people if you are some of these ranked grinders, which both these players are sitting with that S+1 ranking right here, so you should know how you have to fight them right here. Star trying to keep with the early pressure starting up and already using that icy 5C to catch out Malarky as soon as they tried to press to take their own turn back.
Double bag dash out of there. Oh, these green shields, not ideal.
Yeah, Star was really trying to gain control of the cycle, even willing to VO right here to get out of the pressure, but Malarky is just staying patient. Yeah, we do not.
Oh my gosh. The delay dive does catch. Thought they'd be able to punish that roll, but not quite. One throw situation.
CS keeps the staggers, does find the way to open them up right at the very end. Malarky taking the first round, but it's looking very close for either of these players. Star really just needing a big early hit to really get them in a comfortable position.
Nice catch on the walk back with the 3C there. Gonna be able to secure the cycle for Star.
Oh, I felt it in my bones. They were looking for a way to open them up, knowing that a sim wasn't going to work out. Catching them with the 6B, getting a big grid break as well, and finding one more Asim CS to close it out. Star securing a perfect of their own this time.
Okay, classic round start. Not going to get too much going for Star, but that EX Fireball will give Malarky some momentum. Oh, what a good 2C. It is not easy to get out of that Fireball pressure as Gordeau.
He was ready for that right moment, ready to try to make some of these dash FFs working out, but Malarky staying at a very, very safe spot right here, finding more opportunities to add the damage up to Star. Now Star having to hold this once more. You are in the skies. The command grab is not going to work out for you. And Malarky going to be setting themselves up for one more round into their favor.
Does kill. Nice routing from Malarky, giving him up a game. Star is known to change characters, but we are locking in the Gordeau. I believe played, or at least the matches I saw him play were all Gordeau at Combo Breaker. I think, I hope he's getting a bit more confidence in the Gordeau, because I think Gordeau is in a pretty good spot right now.
Yeah, Gord's kind of in, like, in my opinion, the best spot he's been in since EL. But definitely, someone who seemed to be a lot more confident with how they want to be playing their Gordeau, which I know is a big thing. And finding opportunities like this does find the double overhead routing right here. Unfortunately, not able to find the full combo, and Malarky wants to pop that VO because they want to try to be able to contest that cycle as it comes up. Star, though, just rolling out and trying to catch it with the 5C. Unfortunately, Sword Car not going to work as the extension. Doesn't work as a meaty either in a reset situation. So Star gets to punish him and even up these life totals, just trying to safe jump, knowing that they might be looking for a DP.
Oh, that was footsies. The walk back 5C from Star. And with the right routing, should be able to get the kill. Oh, that was so good. I've never seen Nanase 2B whiff punish like that before.
What 100 hours of Street Fighter does to a person. Real footsies right there. Unfortunately, not going to footsies enough when someone's holding W key at you. Malarky immediately running in because they do not want to give Star any kind of momentum swing.
Oh my gosh, we are pressing that 2-1-4. Oh, but the 2A just lands. Nothing fancy here. Simple 2A routes. Nice delay tech from Malarky to avoid that safe jump.
All right, good blocks.
Okay.
Checking the overhead, but not checking the press right there. Had the mid two-way connect on the counter hit for something, but not dead yet. Star, you have a chance. You have a dream. What are you going to do? You're going to try to press, but you're going to get DP'd.
He DP'd. He DP'd.
You're going to be able to stay safe with the disc coming back, so it's a pretty reasonable
Yeah,
decision.
yeah.
Star, you're supposed to hold it. You're going to be put into a very comfy spot right here.
Oh! That was a great 2A. No confirm, but... Oh! What a mash! Oh, that did no damage. Oh, but the bait on the 2-2C. Does this combo last long enough to give you this cycle? We don't spend the bar, but it's good enough.
Should Star going to be looking for a way to escape right here pretty soon. Might be seeing a VO on the next gap, but Star just willing to hold it, willing to be patient, willing to take 2100 because they know they have that CSM. They know they have the ability to gain control of their own quarter. Not going to be making that IC5C work on the overhead just yet. Plus frames off the 3C. Big 2148 tornado coming into town, and that's going to be Malarky taking it, knocking Star out of the tournament and moving on forward to fight Vincent.
Yeah, that was a really good 2 and 4. That was a smart option because I don't know if Gord 2B would have reached at that range. I don't know what Gordo could have pressed there.
I think it whiffs like 3C. I think is the only thing that reaches at that range, but I think it's too slow. So
yeah, I don't think it's fast enough.
Like, would Reaper have worked? Would you have to have like gone into Reaper at that exact specific situation? Because the 9-frame Reaper versus 8-frame 2B, I think you have like a 10-frame gap, so that's why 3C doesn't work. I don't know. It would be close. It's something if I had to replay file through spectating this, I'm gonna go and replay takeover that. See like what can you do? How do you get out of that situation?
Okay. Come on, LuFL.
He got scared. He scared his opponent. He doesn't want to have to fight the mirror. They're ready for it. Locking in the phone on as well.
Alrighty. This is a matchup I actually was playing quite a bit recently on the Gordo perspective. It can be a bit tough for Gord to deal with the fireballs, like up back fireball at far away. It kind of ends up being an RPS between, like, if you do force function, you'll beat the fireball, but if you force function and she does 3C, then she goes under the fireball.
Yeah.
But we're not seeing any of that right now because JIP'd is already in the corner and LuFL is already inflicting some damage.
Yeah. You know, you were playing your matchup, they're playing their matchup. LuFL is back-to-back on grid breaks to open up that one dude right now. Putting in the work, adding a bunch of damage with that C geyser at the very end, trying to send a meaty fireball, but we delayed tech. We found an opening, but weren't ready to hit confirm it because that was a little scary. 3C coming through, and just like you said, trying to use that force function to win the fireball game. 3C able to snipe it out. LuFL they're not able to hit on the second one. 2B gonna be able to make your turn back. And that one dude can maybe find a way out, but 3C gonna work out great here for LuFL.
Oh, 2 and 4 round start, not a bad option. But on 2 and 4 frame 9. So, but either trade or beat B Reaper there. Okay, LuFL getting this hit. Cycle, 200 bar. Not much more you can ask for. Working on, I mean, we could argue this is like another perfect, like if you really think about it. Oh, not anymore with the Brave 2C on defense. JIP'd gonna be able to get some damage in. Oh, tries to steal the cycle, but it's just not enough.
It is now definitely an imperfect. The levels can still take it. Opting to use Smart Steer Ender, which does cost them their turn. That one dude popping over the 3Cs and staying very patient, knowing that they have to play some fundamental Gordo footsies to get out of this. And they are ready for it. Oh, great press from LuFL, though, able to steal your own turn back.
Force function gets crouched under. Delay 2-3-6C. LuFL not choosing to spend any bar, but does get shimmied by the empty land assault. I love that layering from JIP'd. Will be able to take the round with that shimmy.
Yeah, didn't spend any bar at the very end, but did spend their life, unfortunately. And now, back to playing that patient game, right? Trying to stay it a little bit further out, trying to get some advantage. Smarts your ender, not going to work out. 3 Cs, though, constantly clipping them out.
Ooh. Kind of a green shield from JIP'd there to get that cycle, but the long range overhead from LuFL. Oh my gosh, that was a confident walk.
CS as well, keep your own turn, trying to catch him shielding. Oh, they finally took at the very end to open him up, but unfortunately, Geyser still works out for some reason. LuFL ending in the IW, trying to deal as much damage as possible to put them into a strike or a throw situation. Backdash does not keep you safe there, and LuFL securing another perfect at the very end.
Yeah, I mean, that was yeah, those were even that round that like LuFL lost was like almost a perfect at the start. So LuFL is looking really good right now.
Yeah, feeling very, very confident in their gameplay. That's kind of how they've been the whole night, really. Like I said, their only loss was to Squish, who was kind of just, you know, vibing and playing very, very well. So LuFL definitely feels like that they have something to prove right now.
And the wake up 2C was not the option there. Almost a perfect on the board, right? That was just a little bit of chip damage there.
Almost, but it won't be this time. 2C gonna work. Unfortunately, we weren't ready for the full combo.
Again, that low to the ground to increase JC getting another grid break.
Oh, hey, you were so smart to bait VO right there, knowing that they wanted to get out of the pressure, knowing that they are feeling desperate. You were at 200 meter, but we'll quickly cash it out, spend that geyser, let that tick once more. JC did connect, but we couldn't make anything out of it. But we will still find our hits. We'll still find our potential path to victory.
Oh, and the delay fireball again, catching that fuzzy 2C and giving LuFL game number 2.
Yeah, gonna be setting them
knocking
forward.
Knocking JIP'd out of the bracket.
Yep, putting them one step forward in that loser semi's final spot, and potentially maybe getting a rematch of a match that we saw earlier, a match that let them get into this top 8 to begin with, because Malarky is going to be coming up next, but they have to get through Vincent first.
Yeah, Vincent was sent to losers by Smiles, a 2-0 by Smiles, who is looking pretty good right now. And yes, as you're saying, we have Squish and Smiles chilling on that winner's side.
Yep.
So if you want to play against one of them, you are going to have to win yet another round of our huge bracket tonight. It's either going to be Vincent or Malarky. And then after that, you have to play LuFL. So it's a bit of a grind to get to that losers finals.
Good old locked up for life, sitting in that loser semi's final spot. We'll see who gets the opportunity to challenge him as we are now loading into our match. Players getting ready to mix, ready to shimmy, ready to strike, ready to throw. But right now we're going back full screen. And we are setting up a bomb early and already getting a counter hit as soon as Malarky comes up.
He's like, I know what Carmine's good moves are. I'm going to use them.
Vince is actually getting away with a lot right here, being able to find some opportunities to get some of these bomb sets in their own block strings, in their own pressure, is very, very advantageous, as well as being able to throw them into... Is that a no punish on the minus DP? Because you don't have a puddle behind you to keep that plus.
If you don't know, you don't know.
You don't know. Malarky right now didn't know, but sometimes you don't need to know if you could be the one to get the party started. But does Vincent know how to deal with this pressure? Does find an opportunity to roll through. Will guard thrust to lock him down in the corner. Force function not going to work out, but the fireball follow-up will.
Okay, back to neutral. Got our 6Bs, we got our non-safe fireballs. Yeah, gotta be careful of that bomb. Oh, wow, the green shield baits were so good.
And we smart steer as well, just trying to get more grid while we can. Pop that DP. Get off me. Get a big 2C right here. Was confident already for that 6B follow-up. Be able to knock him down once more. We'll just toss you out. Throw the wheel. Guess for game. There's nothing to guess when Vincent didn't want to pressure you, expecting a DP or something.
Oh, 3D in the guard thrust? No blocking today. Oh my gosh, they're both so scared.
Try to catch him out with the Bloodhouse, but it's not going to work. 2C is going to come out, but Malarky ready for it. Had the CS, had the EXDP to hit at that range as well. And now Vincent has to get through another health bar to try to take this first game.
Oh. Okay. Throw wheel set. Oh my gosh, catching it. Oh, not able to get the confirm.
Yeah, was almost ready for it. Good use of RC Fireball right there over for Malarky to try to stop some of the 60 zoning that had been coming through Vincent, but they've been really having a lot of mileage with in the beginning of these sets and continuing to find new opportunities to open them up.
IW? Not enough.
Blood Rain, though, going to be able to...
But that doesn't delete the fireball?
No, come on, why wouldn't it? It's wind versus blood.
No, that's fair.
How does that work? How does that work? But
I don't know.
Malarky knew what worked, though. Malarky knew exactly what worked to close that round out. Taking the first game over Vincent.
Yeah, I don't know why that would delete the fireball, but I mean, I don't know. I kind of just assumed Carmine 214C would just delete it for some reason.
Is Carmine 214C a projectile still? Or considered a
No,
strike?
I don't think so.
So that's probably why I didn't delete it then.
Yeah, but like, what if it's a projectile? What if it's a strike that also deletes projectiles? Just like for the vibes, you know?
Waldstein hands?
Yeah, or Kaguya 236A.
A lot of things do that. Just like Malarky was taking a lot of hits right here and taking a lot of opportunities to lock Vincent down on the corner once more, but is still sitting at just a little life. So now tech out, giving Vincent their own turn back, giving him more opportunities, trying to catch him lacking. But Malarky staying very tight right here. CS Blood Rain, though, will work for Vincent to give them that round.
Back to the neutral. These 6Bs doing work. We have seen Malarky do up back EX Fireball to get over these Carmine 6Bs, but without the meter, it's looking a bit rougher for him.
Yeah, I think Vincent has recognized that and is trying to take a lot of advantage of the situations, which is also why you're seeing smaller combos come through, I feel, and smaller boxing situations to give them opportunities to open up, but not also allowed them to build the meter on the defense that has been working out, because now you've kept them under 100 meter, forcing them to try to shield to get out of these situations, and utilize that perfectly to tie it up 1-1.
Yeah, that is something I don't think people talk about that much, but if you can end your combo early and you can keep your opponent under 100 meter, like say for example your combo would have built them 100 bar, then you can really limit their options or wake up. Like you're not gonna have to worry about that wake up VO or that wake up EXDP if you're playing against like Phonon, for example, who doesn't have a meterless. So there's definitely some truth to reducing those options.
Yeah, and it's especially true with a character like Carmine, who, to get out of some of his pressure sequences, you have to shield. You're forced to be spending that meter to make him, minus or even punishable in some situations. So, constantly trying to provide those options is a great, great tool that you can use. Tossing you out once more with shield right there. Gonna cost you a little bit more meter. Gonna give you some grid, though. But it might not matter. Wheel set once more. Mix City gonna open you up again, and you're not dead, are you?
It's doing so much damage.
Are we? Oh my god!
Not only are you dead, you just spend 100 bar.
Yeah, it was the bombs of Bloodhouse that killed it. It wasn't even cashing out into EXDP or having to pop IW. Excellent stuff from Vincent to know that the damage would kill right there and being ready for it. But Malarky not letting that get to them right here. Continuing to lock down the pressure once more.
Oh, that's a big grid break. Yeah, I was not ready to just... could have blocked that overhead because it was a green shield, but just wasn't ready for it. And all of a sudden, this round is just over.
Malarky getting a perfect of their own right here, trying to react in kind to what Vincent was doing them before. Both players now sitting at match point. This is your tournament life as well. Everything is on the line here. What can you do? JA instant overhead for Vincent. Lock them down once more. Bloodhouse 1, 2. No buckle my shoe though.
Oh, the VO bait. Oh, but the combo drop. You don't want to leave Nanase with just some free meter.
No, she has a lot of opportunities to get some plus frames. Didn't find a big opportunity there to work. 5A press after the CS going to work great. Trying to stay on top of that puddle. Throw whiffing. And Malarky reacted just a little too late, allowing Vincent to recover. Counter hit punish in time and move on forward. Go and fight LuFL in our loser semis finals.
Yeah, well done. Whiff throw, really do B+. And that might be the reason you get knocked out of bracket.
But sometimes it'd be
as
like
you're
that.
saying. Yeah, as you're saying, moving on to play against LuFL. Vincent, come back. We go in the lobby.
Should we be going up to the top side? You know,
True, we should do that. That is how brackets work. We are gonna jump over to winner's side to watch Squish versus Smiles in our first of 3 bracket.
Yep. Most excellent stuff going to be coming up through here. Squish, ready for it, ready to game, utilizing the opportunity they have to try to get some of these tournament experience in to prep for some of the bigger offline events that we have coming up later throughout this year. But Smiles, back in action, ready to go. The newly barred Waldstein player going to be schooling you in and out of the courthouse here.
Alrighty, first of 3. I don't. Yeah, you guys are on opposite sides of the bracket. Perhaps seeds 1 and 2 panning out, I believe.
Who'd have thought?
So I think we're in for a bit of a treat in this set.
These are especially two people that have played each other very, very frequently. Not only in UNI2, but these are two people that are in relatively the same part of the country, right? So net playing back in the old delay-based days. These guys, and both of these guys have been playing forever, it feels like. So definitely a lot of mileage to try to make things happen right here. Squish, though.
Oh my god.
Off to the start. What is this routing? Oh my god.
Oh! Was it like walled only or something? Like, I've never seen that.
that has to be.
That
has to be. What the heck was that? But I'm all here for it. Pop the C Fireball. Keep yourself safe. Trying to catch him. B-Tatsu, once again, a really, really great option as a poke in a lot of these situations, especially when you have 100 meter on deck to keep yourself super safe from it. But it stops a lot of the, like, grounded options that Smiles does want to bring to the table. You're not going to be able to get Tatsu from it since you're like frame 4 airborne. Very, very good tool. Good shields, though, but great recognition from Squish as well to pop that CS. And now, trying to catch him out, trying to steal the cycle on their own terms. It's Smiles' chance to get that cycle. Body splash CS. And it's keeping the pressure going.
And back to the neutral after that command grab. Trying to concentrate. Oh, great usage from this of concentrate from Smile there. Smiles there. Playing the character with just the bigger buttons, you know, it's easier to threaten, so you can get away with some longer concentrates like that. Like this one.
Oh,
another
great
cycle.
Great press as well right there to be able to stop the air fireball from coming through, to not allow Squish to come up close, but we still find these trades power to the players. We are locking them down once more. ADP into the fireball cancel right here. Squish wants to try to end this at this round, does not want to go into the next one. You can't give Smiles infinite prep time. Pop that CS, get up closer. Empty assault twice in a row until the J6C comes out. Squish takes game number 1.
That was the only way Squish could have won that cycle. And then it kind of ended up where Smiles also got baited by a throw. It was a throw bait and also the only way he could win the cycle. It was very well thought out offensive string right there.
Some real tactical decision making. Green shield's coming out there from Smiles, pushing Squish a little far away. Good techs out coming through here. And now we get an opportunity to challenge. Once they're up close, God Press, keep you locked down in the corner.
Ooh. Grid break overhead. Oh, combo drop though, unfortunately.
Parried and smart here. And they're not going to be able to give you any grid because you are broken here. But we still find another hit. We still get this good Oki where we can.
I like that jump option. Doesn't give a combo, but, you know, just gets away from the potential command grab.
I think it gives a combo on counter hit, though. Because it gives enough hit stun for the fireball to connect right there. So it's a great option if you kind of expect them to be pressing, keeping yourself safe with the fade away. Well, but Smiles doesn't want to deal with that option again. Just wants to pop that CS into the IW to quickly take this round.
Yeah, I like the choice to do the 2-CAD there, because that was exactly what happened last time where he got throw shimmied. So he went for the anti-arrows option there instead. So very nice adaptation from Smiles.
Staggering out right now, trying to catch Smiles shielding, can catch him thrown to get a TRM, needing a big opportunity to open them up.
Oh,
Great
the fuzzy mash! Yeah, great defensive option against a potential empty land command grab there.
Yeah, and Smiles is one who really likes to feint that a lot in some of these matches, so ends up working great. Good CS the parry as well, recognizes that you can get the full combo. But is it enough to kill at the very end? It will if you be spending 200 meter on deck. Squish trying to not bring this to a tie, wanting to take the game lead wherever they can, but Smiles wants to bring the victory into their claws. No punish? And now you're getting blown up for the grid break?
Yeah, that is a lot of damage. Could see some sort of defensive options from Smiles here. Okay, it's the 2-CAD, but oh, it doesn't land.
Oh, good shield. Good shield. Be able to steal your turn back. Hits you with the cross up. Is that Bitatsu not going to connect this time?
Oh, the whiff punish on the guard thrust. Should be able to, yeah, easily kill. Great awareness from Smiles. Also, like, good job, like, actually whiff punishing the guard thrust, because the timing on that can be kind of weird, and, like, the hitbox is bigger than you kind of think it is. So that was a good timing from Smiles, and he's rewarded, tying up the set 1-1.
Yeah, excellent stuff from Smiles, showing what dedication to the Waldstein can do for you here. Squish, though, keeping the pressure up. Big green shield, though, able to push him back out, forcing Squish to try to go for some of these concentrate boards and have to make riskier decisions, jumping forward, and the cycle tipping over into Smiles' favor at the last moment.
Ooh, okay, take throw with the command grab. Oh! Into two. Wow, that comboed? Oh, nice green shield baits. Makes this situation way harder to get out of. Oh, no combo for Squish, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was just a little too far off to get the full dash 2B extension right there because of the max range on the 360C spacing right here. Big punish as well. Yeah, Bitatsu a very good option against a large cast of characters in this game, but not versus the one that has the universal 3-frame punish.
Oh, okay, not going to be able to go and get that cycle, so Squish is taking his damage in his corner. Okay, I like the belly flop there, not trying to hit Squish, but just trying to get out and get away.
Oh, try to challenge as well. Wanted to get out of this corner, does not want to be locked in by the Waldstein. We'll see if they can find their opportunity to get out, or if Smiles can keep the pressure going.
Oh, not quite close enough for their unblockable. Oh, nice catch on the 2-CAD. He's been representing that a lot. Squish adapting could be the difference maker here.
Space him out once more. Great green shield right there. Pushes Squish out of that situation, forcing their shimmy to whiff at the very end. Great stuff from Smiles. Up 2-1.
Yeah, Smiles looking really good right now. He's been kind of ahead of Squish on the offense. I feel like Squish has been kind of picking a lot of the wrong times to challenge against the waltzing offense, which can definitely be hard to do. Yeah, again, there's a good example of it, right? Just been a bit of a struggle for him to get out. Smiles' offense looking so strong.
Yeah, and Smiles is definitely one of those players, once they're able to get like a read on how their offense is going to work against you, they're just going to be able to loop those sequences again and again and again. Now, Smiles currently sitting on a match point, looking to be moving to that winner side of our grand finals right here.
Well, too late for the green shield, but still good to cycle for Smiles. Okay, nice tech.
Yeah, not going to get TRM, not going to get blown up like that. No push-ups needed today. Finally finds that rising forward JB that they have been looking for a couple times here. Had the counter hit as well to get the full extension. Catches them with the dash forward on the 2C as well.
Oh my gosh, what is this combo?
I think they may have accidentally gotten crossed up wanting C-Tatsu to go into the corner, but had the reaction and the recognition to find the ender that they were looking for and find the end of that round. Squish tied it up.
Ooh, another Tatsu. 2-4C for that full confirmation. Thank you, Kimono. Oh, nice option with the Tatsu. That's another reason why that move is so good in this matchup. Not only does it have just a lot of range, carries a lot of momentum, great counter poke, but it goes right over those command grabs and rewards you with 5.2k.
Yeah, a wholesome 5.2k to tie it up 2-2. It is anyone's game. These players are going back and forth, having the reads on each other, ready to go. We'll see who will come out on top, who will be sent to the loser's bracket. Anything is possible.
Okay, nice shields from Smiles, but the brave B Tatsu risking it all for the cycle there. And Squish is pleasantly rewarded.
Big green shields though, trying to push him out. Squish not reacting in kind just yet. Went for the icy 2-on-4A right there, the charged Tatsu to try to bait them out for going for B Tatsu. Didn't end up working. And now Smiles has control of the corner, but Squish trying to fight out by throwing out all these projectiles.
Neutral? Footsies? What other buzzwords can we say?
Honest.
Oh! Honest, there you go. Pretty honest gameplay right here from Smiles. Is this build enough? Oh, red beat. I think he would have died from IW, but Squish finds the hit anyway. Oh no, combo drop. And
yeah. Two unfortunate combo drops back-to-back for those players. This time, though, going into Smiles' favor, and now they are 99 seconds away from taking this round.
Ooh, okay, just catching with that 5B, I believe. Oh my gosh, Squish tried to go for a 6C there.
But CS going to be able to try to keep your turn. C Fireball is going to connect. We got the side swap routes as well. Oh, B-Tatsu got the overhead hit, but not ready to pop that CS to reset for the full extension. Now, trying to save it, trying to open them up somehow. What are you going to do, Squish? You're going to dash throw. You're going to try to open them up, but we roll out once again.
Oh, that was so scary. It was so hard to make a decision there. EX command grab lands up and beat it. I think he tried to EX fireball as well. Oh! Vio's out. Squish trying to get to a game 5 final round situation.
Good blocks on the 6B right there. Not going to get opened up by the J6C like it happened before. That one whiffed at that exact perfect spacing. Throw him once more. Do it again. Do it again. They're not going to tech that next throw. They know they don't die from it.
Got the cycle.
The rising neutral JB into the ground. The air confirmed squish, tying up the round count in an amazing comeback. Oh my lord.
And not having to spend that meter as well, so you're able to use it in an early game situation like this. Unfortunately, didn't work out for you like you were hoping for, but we've already evened up those life totals because those hits were awkward. Nice 2A check right there. Catch Smiles pressing.
Squish got the cycle as well. Smiles going to have to do something a bit risky if he wants to get out of this offense. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard. TRM lands. Another throw.
Yeah.
VO comes out.
Finally coming through. No clap cancel off there. Trying to catch him. Blackened. But we get the EX swipes extension right here. It's going to be a boatload of damage, especially when you try to delay tech it.
We haven't seen a command grab in so long. The 60 hits him out of the overhead startup, just barely giving Squish enough time to combo into the game-winning hit. 3-2 in winners finals.
Yeah, coming out at the last moment right there, where we saw it once in the beginning and it didn't work, so Squish just held it into their pocket until the very end. The 6C to close it out. Excellent stuff from Squish. Going to be moving on forward to the winner's side of our grand finals. And his opponent will be determined shortly as we are wrapping on through our couple last games of the night, everyone.
Yeah, amazing job. Very close set. Excited to see if we get to see the run back later, or if you know, one of these two players on the screen does something about it. But before we do that, I do want to give a quick shout out to these Boston BBB Online weeklies. We are running this every week. Today is UNI2, but that's not the only game going on. On Mondays and Tuesdays, we've got BlazBlue Central Fiction and Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R, both at 8 p.m. or all at 8 p.m. EST, including today. So if you are looking for more games or just some good fighting games to watch, this is definitely where you should be each week. You can always be sure to find some nice gaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST.
Absolutely. And if you want to find some more gaming happening later this year, you can check out Boston Blue Beach episode 2025, the regional event happening on July 18th and 20th at Waltham, Massachusetts, to join for many of the titles that Boston Blue Beat is known for, including, you know, our normal weekly titles. We got BlazBlue, we got Guilty Gear XX, we got UNI2, but we got all the anime titles. We got like all the gears, we got Grand Blue, we've got Sailor Moon S, we've got Melty Blood Current Code, we have some non-anime titles, we got Streets, we've got Tekkens, we've got Wolves, we've got Super Smash Ultimate, Rivals of Aether 2, and a mystery game tournament. So please sign up for all of that. You can check that out this summer. It's going to be a fantastic time, and I am super excited for it.
And with that, I think we are ready to hop into our losers semis. Got LuFL and Vincent both trying to get back into that winner's side. And winner of this will have to be playing against Smiles, who Squish just sent down to losers in a close 3-2 bracket.
And if LuFL wins this, then that will deny Vincent the run back versus Smiles as well from our winner's side top 8 winner semis match. So both these players are wanting to get their deeper run back versus the people that knocked them down into this situation, and we'll see who can take it. Right now, LuFL already off to a very good early start.
Okay, we've got that corner control. This is what Phonon's known for, is that lockdown, but that break 2-way from Vincent immediately getting out. My fault.
Yeah, like sometimes you can lock them down, but definitely someone who's familiar with locking people down as well with their own pressure can find ways to get out of it. I really like that use of delaying initiating the bomb set right there in the pressure in case LuFL decided to go for some of the fancier up close mix. It was going to be able to pop him for it. Didn't end up working out for Vincent, as LuFL, though, finds these greater hits at these farther ranges, recognizes the damage, understands that they have the kill, and cashes out for it to take that first round.
Yeah, unfortunate no chain shift with that Celestial. Would have been a lot of meter to play with this round, but being, you know, up around, definitely not bad.
Good trades, though, that are coming through. And I already found a couple of really good early hits. We'll have to see if they can create another opportunity to get out. Find a good roll. Is going to get hit with the full charge on that 6C as well, but not able to find the extension, so Vincent goes for a nice little American reset right here. Uh-oh. Wheel set got you gripped.
No. Yeah, you have to question here, like, you could maybe VO out in this situation, but, like, is it worth it trying to make this comeback? But LuFL doesn't need... Oh my gosh, that VO connected, and the 3D gets grid broken.
I'm so surprised that VO connected. That was at the, like, furthest range possible. I've never seen a VO hit that far away before. Alright, LuFL, though, doesn't let that get to them.
Okay, corner knockdown. Oh, the 3D didn't hit the fireball, but just still gets out anyways. Pretty safe to do when Phonon's in the air like that.
Two. Floodhouse full bomb set. We've seen LuFL stay pretty good through blocking all of this, I say, as they get opened up. Cycle does pop away to go into Vincent's favor as well, though, so not able to try to keep himself safe. Vincent now gets to turn the aggression up a little bit more. VO going to get baited this time, though, for LuFL, not working out like it did for Vincent, and they'll be taking game number 1. And as a reminder, we're back in loser semis. You know what that means? 2 out of 3. You've only got one more opportunity to try to make this happen.
Ooh, caught by that 2C. Carmine 2C, such a good move. Okay, I like the raw shield. That was crazy. Very risky shield to go for, but not the worst option against the bomb shimmy. You know, you can't get shimmied if you're blocking, right?
Yeah, that is true. You can't get shimmied if you're blocking. LuFL, though, did not want to block as soon as they got out of that situation because they wanted to bring that life total down a little bit further right here, trying to find more opportunities to open them up. Fireball's coming through, but Vincent just holding down until we get that JC to connect Smart Steer to build that grid up. But LuFL trying to make sure they can keep the cycle into their favor. They do lose it at the very end. DP hits from the max range, so we can't get a full combo. LuFL can't hit. They're on plate. DP once more. What is going on? What is happening here?
Why did he air block that 2-2-C? What is what is that? Doesn't make okay. That one.
Okay.
The 2-2-B finally just catching a landing there on the TK wheel.
That got a little crazy. They got a little too crazy right here. LuFL trying to continue to keep their tournament dream alive, but Vincent realized, hey, we gotta calm it down. We gotta keep it simple. We gotta just put you in the blender once again. What are we doing? We're checking for VO. That's not coming through. The bomb is coming through though as soon as you try to jump out.
Yeah, that wasn't really, nothing crazy with the bomb there. Just using the bomb to continue offense and just lock down any escape from the corner. Oh, wake up stand shield.
Classic crouch tech.
Misinput maybe? I don't know.
Found a good 3C as the early start, trying to catch Vincent a little early on some of their options. Not going to work out for them. Big overheads right here after that post-roll situation for Vincent. Fortunately, couldn't finish their plate, and now going to get grid broken, going to get thrown into the pinwheel blend. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is not the ideal spot for LuFL. Oh, and just hit by the raw 2B.
Yeah, sometimes you leave your shin guards at home and someone comes through and, slide tackles you out. LuFL, though, putting out an excellent showing, ending at 4th place in this tournament. A fantastic run for them, making a couple of big upsets as well, I feel like, to get to this point. So good on them for making it through, and we will hopefully see them at some future events going forward. But now Vincent has to fight Smiles.
Yeah, gonna have to get, Carmine, what you would think does pretty well against Smiles, but I mean, Smiles has been playing really good tonight. So I would be a little bit scared going into this set, even if, I'm feeling kind of good about the character matchup. Smiles is kind of just
Well,
It's like we said before, right? If you're correct, you're correct.
if you're correct, you're correct. Yeah, and especially versus this is the guy that knocked you into losers 2-0. And it was like there were some rounds that were close, but it definitely felt like Smiles favored for a lot of those situations. So it's kind of up to you to be like, okay, how do I deal with those situations that came through? Can I prevent them from coming up? Or is Smiles just going to kind of like aura farm his way in and, repeat that same situation? But we are back in 3 out of 5 territory for the rest of the tournament. You have a little bit more time to think, a little bit more time to make some decisions. So we'll see if that changes the outcome of this set, or if we see a repeat of history. But anything is possible. We can't escape from the crossing fate as our players are getting ready and get into our final loser side match of the tournament.
Also, real quick, do the match arena. We've got 17 codes left. Really appreciate getting that down to 0. Thank you, guys.
Claim those codes. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your cat sitting on your desk watching the stream with you. Get everyone to claim those codes. It is free money. It is free.
There's really no catch. That's crazy.
Yeah. There's no catch, but Smiles is going to try to catch Vincent out of the skies. Some of these grabs that are coming through, Vincent going to try to catch them, not blocking the right direction as we get into our mix-ups. We'll see whose ideology comes out on top here. And early, try to catch him with the command grab, expecting like a run-up dash block or something from Vincent. But instead, Vincent staying patient, knowing that they could be looking for something like that. Find an opportunity to grid break them later and lock them down onto the ground. Good techs out for Smiles, though, but it's not your turn as Vincent backdashes away with the post-CS.
Oh! The 2-2 into the FF. That was funny. Oh my gosh, we are doing block strings. Oh my gosh, he shielded 5 moves and Carmine wasn't out of range yet.
That was crazy. Oh, that's still connected right there. Let's go Waldstein normal. Let's go EX slash is right there. But not going to find that full combo they're looking for. So Vincent, once again, able to take their turn and finds another big grid break. Going to be getting some big bonus damage here off this if they can finish their combo. But Smiles ready to churn that butter, taking the round.
Okay. Instant grid break. Also 200 meter for Vincent. This is a bad spot for Smiles to be in. And also because you're grid broken, not only are you taking more damage, but you're building less meter.
Yep.
So Smiles is not going to be able to get a guaranteed meter defensive option before that knockdown. And if you drop that combo, especially not there. I mean, as we were saying earlier, ending your combo early and keeping them under 100. I know that wasn't combo drop, but it kind of ended up happening there as well.
It was intentional. It was all calculated. Vincent knew what they were doing. They wanted to make sure. Yeah. It's a genius if it works. It's an oh no if it doesn't right now. Vincent, though, gonna be getting oh no'd a couple times with the false JC into the 720A. Good tech out.
Frame trap with 6E is crazy.
The planet layers of the match no one's ever seen before. Body splash into clap. Keep those plus frames. Does have to use the CS afterwards. Finally finds an opportunity to open them overhead with a little bit of health left. And that is Smiles. When you are right, you are right, you are right on the track to victory, taking game number 1.
He just pressed the 6C. And he won neutral.
You gotta do what you can to win neutral. Find this full smart secure ender. Frame traps them off their own hit, and we won't get the grid break, but we will get the 360. Lock them down to the corner once more, but Vincent ready to toss them on their own. He comes through, but the 720C reversal gets you out of there.
Oh my gosh. The 3B AD does land. Going for some Blood Crystal Oki here.
But but not releasing these bombs till very late, trying to catch Smiles Preston in one of these situations. CS is now available, but it's a little too late, as Vincent did find the hit they're looking for, did throw themselves to be at a single pixel of health, so we are in EX Carmine territory. There's nothing to worry about. We are dealing as much damage as possible. The bomb is coming through, but you are not dead enough just yet. Great shields right there. But you have to figure out how to get through someone who can zone infinitely with no resources. Yeah. Yeah. It happens. Happens to the best of us. Great overhead, though.
Smiles already has Vincent in the corner. Big momentum starter there. If you notice your opponent, trying to play that longer range and kind of trying to create space, then that's also space that you can take.
Yeah. CS as well. Minus frames away from me. Continue the pressure. Great stagger right there. Trying to catch Vincent from getting out of that situation. But Smiles has to be careful, because unless you can find that combo, you are expecting a reversal. And that reversal was grab versus someone in the skies.
Okay, steering to cover. Oh, drops the maybe a dash up 2 and 4 or something. I'm not sure. By the way, the 4AA catches. Giving Vincent the cycle. 200.
Enough good shields right here, but a great backdash, knowing that Smiles wanted to command grab out of that situation. They did not want to be locked down in the corner versus Carmine, but you got to hold this once more. Should be able to end in Bloodhouse set right here. With cycle advantage as well going into Vincent, so you are guessing for game here, Smiles. But you got out of the corner, you found a hit, you are in the skies once more, but the DP will come out this time. Vincent tying it up 1-1.
Yeah, that move hits a bit too high up for the, too high and too active for the belly flop attempt there, but you gotta try something, right? Okay, back to the neutral. Again, this is what I'm talking about, the threat of the long-range options. See Vincent just content to just sit here and concentrate because he knows he can press 6B at any point. And Smiles also knows that. And the bomb release benefiting from that those concentrates. We're getting cycle. We're getting to 100 bar. Very nice positioning. Very nice play for Vincent.
And now Smiles back to this position that they've been in again and again and again, but just trying to find that opportunity to open them up. They do have to be worried. Puddle now. And we get cashed out, though.
Ooh. It's going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, with the 2-on-4C as well to lock you back down into the corner once more. Caught them trying to press the 2A, but couldn't fully capitalize on it. Just a little bit more health. And yeah, you're gambling with your life. You might as well try to get a shield out of it at the very end. Smiles taking another round. Clap not going to connect, though, because the 6B was already out.
Okay. Oh, nice shield from Vincent. And the green shield bait and the assault over the EXDP. Everything you could have wanted there happened. And Vincent is rewarded for guessing right.
Vincent has been doing a very good job of recognizing how much that Smiles is wanting to go for these command grabs in these situations, and just always providing at the exact time where a reversal would have to come out, baiting out the correct option, baiting when they want to go for command grabs. So let's see if Smiles can adapt, but there's not a lot of time left on the clock in this match to try to make that happen.
Yeah, that dash up low does catch Vincent trying to jump or walk back or do something. Yeah. Oh, you can jump the command grab, but not the EXDP.
Yeah, it's always a little disadvantageous to be the one having to make that call. Vincent was able to just rip that reversal out, but Smiles does not let that get to them. Just tries to lock Vincent down to the corner once more, but we are resetting this corner position. You are having to hold this now.
Ooh, there's the raw stand that gets punished. Time to set these bombs up. We've been seeing some 3Ds. Yep, there's another one.
The bomb was brought from behind as well. Puddle still sitting there, but you are in versus a wall with a VO. CS into the IW. We are just getting as much damage as we can with the resources we have on hand. Almost 4K. Good block on the overhead, but we just guard pushed out of there. Puddle still down, and now Bomb defending Vincent. But Smiles can wait. You've got all the time in the world to not get hit. But now you're getting hit!
Yeah, I like that usage of the shield, and also recognizing that the shield would, or the CS would give the shield to get that punish there, and now you're in a you're in a situation, but you mash out, you tech the throw, and you press 1A, and you take game number 3.
When you're right, you're right. Smiles up 2-1 in the set, but this has gone back and forth. Anything is possible here at this point. It is anyone's game.
Yeah, teching that throw there was actually like on paper, like such a bad option. But like, you're right, and Smiles has rewarded that game. This game though, maybe not going as well.
All right, but Vincent showing that you can be wrong a lot of times in a row as well, because you may have. Sometimes you have to use all your brain power at one decision to keep yourself alive, and your opponent is going to take some of that time where you're a little bit more fatigued to their advantage. Smiles, though, is playing very patient, just blocking, trying to not get hit. Clap coming through to try to stay plus, but the bomb was set to cover you and keep yourself safe.
Oh, nice reaction to get that green shield. Wake up, 720, no fear. But Vincent does have so many resources. Smiles grid broken. We've seen this situation before. And that's due to Vincent's really good cycle play.
Going to be locking down in the corner once more. Great little stagger at the very end, trying to catch Smiles from jumping out of the corner, but it doesn't work out for them today. Bloodhouse set 1, 2. Going low this time? No, we're just hitting them with the mids, and Smiles tries to escape. And Vincent quickly tying it up 2-2.
Yeah, very strong showing from Vincent that game. No fear this time, and sometimes the hesitation was getting you killed, but ooh, the hesitation on that shield does give the grid break to Smiles.
More, try to go for the command grab ender to gain a little bit of life. Got some better screen positioning off of it as well. Now going to be knocking Smiles down once again. No Bloodhouse though, because we had to spend our meter earlier. Delay on the DD follow-up. Smiles getting clipped by it, and this is looking great for Team Vincent.
Hey, the fuzzy overhead lands, and Vincent going into that next round with 200 meter.
But Vincent may be going with 200 meter, and Smiles is going in with determination and the dream to live. But unfortunately, Vincent might be the one to crush them spirits. Good tech out. We're not doing push-ups today. We're getting 720s instead.
Oh, no confirm, but yes, we're just going to spin the CS early. Gives us a lot of time to play for that next cycle, but Bloodhouse is going to make that a little bit tougher.
Very unfortunate for Smiles as well, finding a couple of really good hits right there, but not ready for confirms to extend them. So instead, they have to hold all of this. Getting hit by the DB. We spent 200. It doesn't matter. We spent 200. It doesn't matter.
You almost comboed off of that EXDP. The Rising JA. Looking like that Arc World Tour footage right now. Should be enough. Yeah, just going straight into the ILX off the CVO. Vincent with a strong showing in this final game is enough to knock Smiles out of the brackets. Not gonna give Smiles that run back against Squish in grand finals.
Yeah, and Vincent getting their revenge for getting knocked into the losers bracket, I think earlier than they had wanted to. So we will now see a net play tournament classic. I feel Squish versus Vincent sitting in the grand finals. We will have to see which one of these two comes out on top, but I know they have played each other time and time and time again.
Got Squish in the lobby. This is going to be our last set of the night. Let me just real quick.
Yep.
16 Matcherino codes left. Would appreciate you guys heading on over there. Claiming those codes. Very easy to do. Because
we're hopping into our grand finals right now. We're going straight into it, and it is Squish on the winner's side against Vincent coming from loser's side for our Boston Blue Beat Online weekly.
If y'all can get those last 16 codes out of here before the end of our grand finals, that would be greatly appreciated to all of our players who have participated in this tournament, who have made the distance, who have made the dream happen here. But Squish finding these early hits in this round after a couple of back and forths, catching them lacking with these 2Bs, trying to find more opportunities to catch Vincent opening, but Vincent finds the way to roll out and finds a chance to try to 5B with the fireball frame trap, allows Squish to take their turn back.
Ooh, over the fuzzy 2A. I like that double jump delay, J6C.
That is definitely some player habit knowledge right there. I'm trying to be familiar with, okay, how do you want to be thinking about this? What are you doing in this situation? And Squish just playing very, very patient, but sometimes patience is what gets you caught. Vincent finally finding a big hit, not enough to bring you to the corner all the way for Bloodhouse to work. So big pickup for Squish right here. Great recognition on the situation.
Yeah, very good, but Vincent gonna tuck out and get that hit. Pushing Squish to the corner. Oh, but we're dropping. Oh, but dropping the grid break. Oh, and then oh my gosh, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah, that did so it's a little bit of damage here or there. All right. Good pressure set. Oh, missed the extension at the very end. So no Okizeme coming through here, and Squish gets two danger jumps in a row to get some great punishes, but unfortunately can't make anything happen with them just yet. JC though gonna work out great for Vincent. With that bomb to stabilize it just a little bit more, we should have enough to be able to finally see some pressure coming through. No wheel coming through, the bomb does not connect. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how that fireball didn't connect. That was crazy. Okay, CS gets burned with the 5A frame data. Oh, we got Celestial. Oh, you kill here with Celestial? You build up to 200.
Yeah,
should be enough.
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
The DP scaling? It is enough. Oh my goodness. That was unironically Celestial only combo.
Yeah, I don't think that kills if you even if you just had the CS to get up to 200 right there, it doesn't kill with the DPCS scaling like that. So excellent recognition from Squish to see that they could go for the kill right there.
Oh, the double jump over the bomb release.
Staggering out right here. Great shields from Vincent though, trying to be able to gain this grid control a little bit, as we've been talking about their great grid control this whole night. But Squish ready for the adaptation, ready for the recognition, able to find a hit and to steal the cycle and to find a big grid break, but we don't get the continuation.
Oh my goodness. CVO frame trap. He didn't have to do it he didn't have to do it like that.
I love this evolution of players that we've been seeing over the past month of people using CVO not just as a round ender tool, but as that frame trap option for a lot of these situations. We just saw a combo breaker a couple times between a couple different people doing it, so it's a great adaptation to the metagame, and I'm very excited to see how players want to bring it out a little bit more. Squish though trying to adapt to Vincent's pressure right now.
Okay. Oh, you're punish? Ay! That was sick. He EX parried the CDP, and then it comboed the fireball into the CDP. That was... Nah, the Squish freak factor is too good.
Yeah, the Squish freak factor is really coming out into full effect right here.
We've had a couple our first of 3 tonight have been really close.
Yes,
and
they have.
Squish said no more of that. I'm turning it up.
Look, he's bringing the clock back. He realizes he's got to go to bed soon for work the next day. Trying to make sure we all get out of here in a reasonable hour. But Vincent might have the opportunity to get out, and we will have to see what comes through here. Good staggers right here. Gonna get Aaron blockable as he tried to stay outside of the mix with the wheel and Blood Rain.
Oh my gosh, the EX fireballs from downtown. He just does DP on the block stun.
Rising J not gonna work out just yet. Great blocks right here from
What a
Squish.
tech!
And then the whiff throw, but no reaction to it. No patience, just trying to back out. Getting hit with the 5BB extension right there. And Dow just getting clipped out again and again. You are just looking for that 1-2A press. You eventually found it. And you are now sitting at tournament point.
Okay, some momentum for Vincent though. Don't count him out just yet. Ooh, the bomb release. Yeah, sold scaling, gotta keep it pretty tame. Oh, throwing him out of the EX parry. That's all of his meter gone. A lot harder to get out of this situation now.
It's more good tech.
Okay,
out.
stand shield. Oh, damn.
Yeah. This is good for Vincent, right? Has been kind of on the back foot for a lot of these games right here, with Squish finding a couple of really big interactions to go into their favor. So this could be the momentum swing that they're looking for right now. Squish, though, not wanting to give it to them. Finding a great shimmy right there for some real footsies. Great shield, but punish with the 6C CVO. We are getting a ton of damage here. There is no way you are dead, right?
Holy. Nah, this routing is crazy. What is this? No way you die. 5.7 basically? Oh! A sold delay J2C to take the tournament. The CVO routing to the awareness on this man is insane, and it does give him the tournament with a clean 3-0 over Vincent in grand finals.
Check this guy's controller. What's going on in there? There's something crazy. He had a 10% buff to his damage. Oh my goodness.
Check the disc. Check the disc. What version is he on? Wow. That was amazing. If you enjoyed that match and you guys have not claimed the match Reno code, though, I'm going to be extremely upset. Please claim it in the chat. The link is right there. You can log in with anything, add a free 25 cents to the pot. It's very easy. There's no gotcha. It's literally just free 25 cents to the pot. Very easy to do. Would really appreciate you guys doing that, especially after watching that set. Like,
yes.
Like, come on.
Yes.
Like, come on.
Now, there's 14 codes left, and I know for a fact there's more than 14 of you watching this. So please, please claim those codes. Whew. What a tournament. What a fantastic tournament.
Yeah, this is great. We had a massive turnout, 32 people. It's like, you know, I like go back to check losers, and I'm like, oh, losers is kind of behind. And I'm like, oh no, they're not behind. There's just a lot of people.
Yeah, it's just
like,
that many people.
We just have a big showing.
Yeah.
Which we really do appreciate you guys pulling up to our Boston Blue Beat online weeklies. If you don't know, these are happening every week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wednesday, if you're here, you know we're running the Undernight. Monday and Tuesday, though, we've got Blaze Blue Central Fiction and Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R. Everything starting at 8 p.m. EST. Signups close at 7:30 EST, I believe. So please sign up beforehand or sign up earlier in the day. It does make it easier for all of our gamers to, you know, get the seeding done and get ready for the tournament. But be sure to tune in each week, whether you're playing or not, for some nice, good, enjoyable fighting game content.
And for some more enjoyable fighting game content that you will be able to see later this year, make sure that you check out Boston Blue Beat Beach episode. Our regional beach episode is coming up on July 18th and 20th, taking place in Waltham, Massachusetts. Come join us for many favorites of the Boston Blue Beat lineup. We've got Blaze Blue, we've got Guilty Gear Strive, we've got Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R, we got Guilty Gear Rev 2, we've got Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, we've got Sailor Moon, we've got Melting Blood Action Gun Current Code, we've got Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, City of the Wolves, Smash Ultimate, Rivals of Aether 2, and a mystery game tournament as well for Strive and Grand Blue. These are Arc World Tour events, so you will be able to get some points if you do well in those. Please sign up if you're in the area. If you're considering flying out, do it. It is one of the sickest events of the year.
Yeah, and even if you can't show up, you know, definitely tune in online. Not only for, you know, Undernight, of course, we're a little biased here, but even Guilty Gear Strive and Grand Blue are going to be on that official Arc World Tour circuit, so it's going to be exciting no matter which game you're watching.
But I believe for us, that is going to be it. Thank you for having us, Boston Blue Beat.
Yes.
Tabby, it was a pleasure commentating with you. It was a very good time.
As always, it's a pleasure commentating with you, Lid.
And I think we are going to send you guys to... looks like, I think there's a Spanish uni bracket going on right now, or we're going to send you guys to Paragon.
So I believe we're sending us over to the Astral Finish guys who run Astral Finish Fest down in Mexico. A big anime-focused fighting game event. I think it's in... I don't remember where. It's but it's in like central Mexico, I believe. It's a really cool event. Definitely another one that you should check out. That's going to be happening way later this year, though, most likely. But yeah, shout outs to the Mexican undernight players. We don't see as many of them enter like net play brackets nowadays, but there's a lot of really cool people that are really, really good at this game. Catalyst is a name that, if you're familiar with the net play tournaments, is from down there.
Yeah,
so.
For sure. Lots of cool events happening right now, but we can only raid one of them, unfortunately. So okay, it looks like we are going to the Spanish undernight bracket. Apologies, production, for the mix-up. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and please tune in again on Monday for our weekly Blaze Blue Central Fiction bracket. Alrighty.
Thank you. You as well.
Yeah, thank you. Good night, gamers.
Night, gamers.